Fuck.
If you don't like it, there's the fucking door. What the fuck?
I gotta say, Psycho Gun Break.
I have to say, if you don't like it, there's the fucking door.
Talking about strange days.
Strange days.
Welcome to the Best Podcast
intro show.
Intro show, where we do a show during the intro.
Yeah, the whole show in the intro. So check this out.
So
Get ready for this.
Get ready for this.
Days. Strange. Ain't nobody listening. My little succubus eye. Tonight there's gonna be a jailbreak. Guess who just got back today?
Tonight there's gonna be a jailbreak. Tonight there's gonna be a jailbreak.
conquering the world. I need a hit of crack. Smoking crack and getting high. Fucking shit. Brainwashed. Fuck. Fucking. Strange days. Strange days. Strange days. Fucking strange days. Strange fucking strange fucking Psycho can't break.
Stream of unconsciousness.
Where your ass been? You ain't holding out on me, are you?
Allegory.
No. Don't give me that. I've been looking all over the world for you. Ladies and gentlemen, Malcolm Bullfrog Williams.
Welcome once a
Welcome
motherfucking again to the goddamn Messed Up Podcast, episode 25.
Holy shit.
Can
We're
you-
getting old.
We're getting old out here.
Yeah.
Can you believe that Messed Up Podcast is on episode 25?
Yeah.
Me too. We started it in October, and October is what now? Like
A long
5?
ass time ago.
I know, it's 4
almost-
months away.
Yeah, I think we're closer to the next one.
I think so. We've been doing the Messed Up Podcast for half a goddamn year. Can you fucking believe
Half
it?
a fucking century at this point.
Half a fucking century. And boy, oh boy, do we have a lineup for you tonight. Oh, but before we even have a lineup. Oh yeah, for sure.
They'll play eventually.
Wyatt, before we
me too.
even get to our lineup, welcome to the Messed Up Podcast, where what? We get messed up and we
Watch messed
mess
up shit.
I think so.
I think let's resay that because I don't know if that's true. I think this is the Messed Up Podcast where we get messed up
and
we
we watch messed up shit. You know, I think we should say it for a third time.
Yeah.
I think this might be the Messed Up Podcast where we get messed up and we watch messed up shit. And we have some messed up shit for you guys tonight.
Yeah.
We got plenty of fucking messed up shit for you guys.
It's messed
tonight.
up.
It is messed
It's a
up.
Messed Up Podcast. If you came here tonight not expecting messed up shit, I got some bad shit for you because this ain't the cleaned up podcast, and we are out here reading the Bible.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, you know what I'm saying?
We ain't reading no
Holy
Bible
shit.
tonight.
I dropped my trash pumpkin.
Oh shit. Okay, so yeah, we better explain what we're doing here tonight. We're drinking toilet water. Woo! And we're smoking fucking pumpkin.
We're smoking that garbage pumpkin.
Garbage pumpkin, literally.
Literally garbage pail kids out here.
Dude, being the talkers, as Outlaw would say.
The talkers. That's my favorite thing about it is we are the talkers because all we do is talk on the show because it is an audio program, kind of.
Yeah.
But it's also a visual program.
There's a visual element.
But as far as you know, we're mainly voices and occasionally a video in the screen.
Yeah.
Very occasionally.
Which
sometimes by accident.
Yeah, sometimes by accident. But we got plenty of weird, strange YouTubers for you. We got all sorts of weird YouTube shit. We got Geek Love, which everyone loves. And then we also have Judas Priest documentary from 1990 about a kid who shot his face off. And you're going to get to see... You're going to get to see a guy whose face was reconstructed and he looks like a goddamn monster.
Holy shit.
If you ever...
Because he shot...
Yeah, they've tried to it'll be revealed. It's honestly...
All will be revealed shortly.
It's crazy.
It's going to pop off.
If you guys have ever read the comic book Preacher, there's a character called Arseface whose face is all fucked up and weird, and his design was inspired by and is very similar to the guy who shot his face off from this documentary.
Whoa.
Funny enough.
They're like, wow, this guy shot his face off because of Judas Priest?
Yeah, supposedly. Supposedly. But we'll not spoil it. What do you say we start getting into our fucking shit?
Let's do this shit.
We're back to regularly.
We're a little behind on getting back to our regular scheduled programming here.
We are.
So it's time we fucking what's that shit? Oh, we're lighting that shit up. Drink that shit.
Yeah, we are behind on our regularly scheduled programming. We've been going down the Outlaw rabbit hole.
Sometimes a little too hard.
Sometimes a little too hard. Like last week was like the Outlaws Community Special Part 2.
Everyone was there for a second.
Yeah, it's true. Robbie was there.
We told him to fuck off, or you told him to fuck off.
Yeah, I said fuck you to Robbie. Like
I hope he still wants to talk to us.
I was joking because we had a fake Robbie. All right,
that's true. I will be frank, Robbie. If you're listening to this, man, we are mainly saying fuck you, Robbie, because there's a million fake Robbies, and we'd still love to have you on and watch a couple videos with you.
We'd love to have a Robbie
and talk to you about your food
reviews.
show.
Yeah. He was trying to get on the episode right then and there, and that's not how the show works.
That's not how it works.
I'm sorry.
Sometimes.
It's a little more
Sometimes
official.
you can, mainly if you're Outlaws generation.
Yeah, and if we decide that we feel the need to call you on the phone.
Yeah.
But if Robbie wants to call us on Discord on the phone for like 10 minutes, maybe we'll make that happen.
Yeah, we talked to Robbie if he showed up. But
in the meantime...
back to our regular scheduled programming.
Yes, this is some random YouTube
food guy?
Yeah. He's some guy who I don't even know what this guy does. I don't know anything about him, but I guess he gets trolled on live stream a lot. So
okay.
Let's see this go down.
Do you still have that bread that the
this is our hero.
Right there.
$75 to microwave the bread for 10 minutes and then take a big bite. This is 10 minutes, and we'll monitor it. If it starts smoking or anything, you can stop it prematurely.
So immediately we have quite a
It's about to pop off right away.
Yeah, we have quite an individual here, and he got $75 to microwave bread for 10 minutes. Let's see how this goes down.
That sounds like a good fucking Saturday night watching a guy microwave bread for 10 minutes and then eat it.
I know.
Holy shit.
Well, he might not get to eat it, but I don't want to spoil anything.
Okay, well, play that shit.
I will. Let's go.
Oh my god. He skips leg day. I don't know. Look at those
Gotta go
things.
piss again.
All right, see ya.
All right.
He's
Peace.
gonna go piss and then it's... Oh, okay, he's back. That bitch
Harry,
is
I'm
cooking.
sorry I haven't sent you the 30 tins of popcorn you asked for yet, but I have become poor by spending too much on credenza repairs.
I didn't ask
Sorry.
for 30 fucking tins of popcorn! You motherfucker! Stop sending me fucking popcorn!
I would just like to add, if someone sent me 30 tins of popcorn, I'd be thrilled.
It sounds like apparently this guy doesn't like getting popcorn. So is
It
this
looks like it.
is this Robbie P2 Vlog's dad?
It could be.
Like, holy shit. He's got
It's
a KFC
Buckethead.
bucket on his head. He's Buckethead, yeah, like the guitar player.
Yeah, like the man.
Yeah, all right, let's keep going here. Let's see what happens.
Play that shit. Holy shit. It's smoking. This guy's got a fucking...
God.
His microwave's ready to go.
Dumb fuck. Fuck off now, you dipshit motherfucker. I am not a
Barry, you
midget.
can check your microwave.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
Get that out of there. Get that out of there.
Get it out of
Barry,
there.
get a towel. Get a towel. Put that in.
Get
there.
a fire
that out. Get that out of
extinguisher.
there.
Yeah.
Holy
Get
shit.
it out. Get it out the door. Out the door. Out the door right now. Out
Why'd he turn the
door.
mic back on?
No, out the patio door.
This guy's going to die of
You're gonna have to put that the
carbon
microwave
monoxide poison.
What a genius.
seems. Ew. I think somebody got their wish about that microwave finally.
Oh,
Nice.
fuck.
I was waiting for that shit.
The smoke alarm?
Yeah.
Might need a bonus tip to replace the microwave. Barry, you're gonna have to get that microwave outside. I
It's
think
still
it's on
on.
fire.
It looks like it's still alight.
I think its door's open, that's
Well,
why.
Oh, okay.
open it up.
See?
Is that just a light?
Yeah,
All right, air it out. Air it out.
Okay.
they're being aired out.
Ugh.
What a genius.
Tries
Don't
the
put...
bread.
That will never be done again!
Nice getting
It
pissed.
shouldn't have been done the first time if he had any fucking sense, but...
Literally, don't...
10 minutes in the microwave, dude? Bread?
If you put anything in the microwave for 10 minutes that's not completely frozen, you're gonna get a
Yeah.
fucking fire.
That's true.
I do notice that he has something here that says fart zone on
I've
it.
been enjoying the fart zone. That's true. This whole fucking house looks like the fart zone.
I know, holy
Apartment
shit.
looks more like an apartment.
But he's freaking out. This is obviously a guy who has good freakouts. We might have to find more shit about this
Yeah,
guy.
I'd watch more of this guy like cooking bread in his microwave.
Yeah, and flipping his shit. We might have to get in on his live stream.
Dude, I'd get in on that live stream hardcore
Yeah, dude.
any day of the week.
100%.
I agree. Just make sure you turn on the fan. Get the fan. Get the fan on. Turn the open the window in the kitchen.
Kitchen windows open. This'll never be done again! Any request for the microwave are never gonna happen again!
Okay. I agree. I'll replace the microwave if anything happens.
No more microwaving!
Holy shit, he's losing
You,
it.
More motherfucking
Can you reset?
microwaving!
Can you reset your alarm so you can turn that beeping off?
This guy is out to lunch. He looks like a
We'll
fucking
just air it
Frankenstein.
out.
He's
a
out to
little
lunch hardcore.
Motherfucking asshole!
Dude, he acts like he didn't put the bread in and set it for 10 minutes.
I know. It's like, dude,
You knew what was going to happen.
seriously. It's like, well, apparently he didn't. Apparently he's dumb
Apparently
enough.
he didn't.
I mean, if you're a guy who's gonna like have major freakouts like this, regardless of whether or not you're putting it in the microwave, you're putting bread in the microwave, you're probably an idiot.
Yeah.
So, way to go, you dumb fuck.
All the way out on it's outside. Don't worry about it.
Just check it. Make sure it's okay.
It's fine. It's on the fucking.
What a train wreck.
I'm not going outside.
Yeah.
Oh, make sure it's open all the way so you can.
You gotta wonder if his neighbors are like, he keeps screaming and now he's
all
lighting shit on fire.
Keep it open
Yeah.
all the way.
Dude, this has to be
Is
in
the
an
is the
apartment.
window in the kitchen open?
Yes.
So I'm
Dude,
sure
just
he's
take
probably
the fire. Just,
maybe doesn't.
Now
live
that
in
there's
that
not a
apartment
fire
anymore.
danger, you could just
Especially if
reset
this
that
is
alarm.
online.
Yeah.
His landlords probably saw this already, you know?
Yeah.
More so just because the people who watch this guy probably would have sent it to his landlords.
Dude, literally, like, this guy is a guy who gets trolled a lot. I may or may not have found all three of these videos on a fruit lovers internet forum where somebody was asking for their favorite lactating bovine videos.
Wow.
You could just reset that alarm.
The
Seriously.
understand, goddamn. Shut up!
Perry,
I'm not gonna stop until the fucking smoke is gone.
He's getting pissed at his
is
fucking
the
buddy.
window in the kitchen definitely open?
The window is open! You son of a bitches!
Perry, I just passed along an offer. And when I saw the smoke, I told you to take care of it, and you did.
This guy talking to Perry sounds like whoever this guy talking to this Perry is really sounds like the Gary to Outlaws generation.
Yeah. I mean, he's at least like being rational. He's like the only person who's like speaking rationally to him. He's like, all right, look at the microwave, dude. It's on fire. Okay, go take it, put it outside. Keep the door open. Are your windows open? All right, get a fan. Turn your fan on. He's like
Yeah.
freaking out at him. He's like, hey man, just like do all the things to like not die.
Yeah, literally. Like, put the fire out, dude. And he's speaking to him calmly, too. He raised the donation. The shit light's on fire. He's like, hey, you should take that out. And he's trying to help. And this guy's like, it's like, holy shit, this guy's losing his damn mind.
He's losing his shit over here.
He's losing his shit out here.
We won't do any more microwave stuff for a while.
Ever again!
Damn.
Ever again. Wow.
Sounds
for
like
a while.
Red Brown.
I,
Ever
thi-
again, goddamn you!
I think you
He
can
does
turn
sound like
that
Red
off, though,
Brown.
'cause it's-
Get out of here,
It
Mom!
sounds like
not
an
a
entire
danger of anything
fucking
going
village
on.
in Vietnam got slayed.
I know.
And this kid's like, tell me about Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. And he's
They got
like,
tons of popcorn there.
he's like, never again! After the kid dies.
Yeah, and then the kid dies, and he's like, never again!
What?
All right.
You guys might find out more about Red Brown on Tuesday.
That's true,
got
you
an off-
might.
So stay tuned.
Offer to
Yeah.
shop vac the smoke, which actually is probably a pretty good idea.
Impossible! God damn, you guys are done!
No, all you got to do is hold the vac up to the air and let it suck it up. That's what they're for. $40, easy 40.
That definitely doesn't
Accept it.
work.
Let's. No,
Is he
Walt.
gonna do it?
I'm actually wondering about
$40 to.
Holy
get rid
shit,
of
there's the
smoke.
hose! God,
Just
this
got
guy...
a shop vac? I mean, I'll at least get some air movement going.
Yeah.
That's a big thing, though, is you just want some airflow.
Yeah, seriously.
But more so, you want a box fan and you want to put it blowing out the window.
Yeah,
And then maybe
100%.
open up another window, and if you got a second box fan, have it be blowing in that window. But that's just the basics of airflow in a building.
100%. No! Never again! Alright, we get it. He's fucking...
Vacuuming the smoke.
Okay.
Is that a special kind of microwave? Because that doesn't really handle things well. I mean, a piece of bread.
What the... this guy's got to be a troll, the guy who's talking to
Yeah.
him, right? Because
Definitely.
this guy damn well better know that.
You put a piece of bread in the microwave for 10 minutes, it's going to fucking... It doesn't matter how good your fucking microwave is. If something catches on fire, the microwave's on fire.
Dude,
Like,
literally. I mean, the bread in the microwave for like 3 minutes will probably start smoking a little bit.
And also, he's gonna look at this guy's entire fucking plate. He's gonna judge him on
was
his
thinking
fucking
that,
microwave. Like literally, his microwave looks a little too nice for the rest of the place. I'm gonna be real. It's not even white. He's got
Literally.
a chrome microwave.
I was gonna say, when you were like, this guy's got a shop vac, I was like, of course he does. Look at this fucking apartment.
That's a good point.
He needs it.
Yeah, he never uses it, but he needs it.
I know, like, this is
He
squalor.
needs a yeah, it's literal squalor. I know because I too live in squalor.
It wasn't even in there.
Handle bread like this!
I know, but it wasn't even in there for 5 minutes. A bread should not start smoking within 5 minutes. But
Yes, it
your method
should!
is a very low tolerance. Maybe we should get you a more robust microwave.
My microwave is perfect!
It
We're
is a good
done
microwave.
doing anything ever again with my fucking microwave! You son of a bitch!
I hope someone gives
Okay,
him like
don't yell at me.
$100 right now to fucking put another piece of toast in the fucking microwave for 100 fucking decades.
I hope somebody gives him $100 to dunk his head in the fucking toilet.
That'd be cool. I wouldn't mind watching a swirly live stream.
All right, come on back. Let's finish this up.
Fucking assholes!
What happened to your bucket?
Fuck my bucket!
Damn.
Dude, I want that on the soundboard. Fuck my bucket. That's a good sound clip.
Fucking assholes, every fucking one of you fucking fans are a bunch of fucking no good son of a
Whoa.
bitches!
This guy's mad.
Hey, Perry, forgive me, but in all the excitement, I forgot the most important part of that offer from Black Mage.
Okay.
Now what? Now what? Now what?
Hey, please don't do that. Please don't scream. You still have to take a bite of the bread. It's outside, I believe.
Oh.
I'm not touching that fucking thing.
Damn.
Oh.
And he does
One
it
bite,
anyways.
that's it.
One bite and that's it.
No, that doesn't count. You got to do it in frame.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Don't do it then.
Yeah.
Don't be live streaming this in the first place. Oh. Oh. It's charcoal.
It literally is charcoal.
All right, you did it. Good job,
Yeah.
buddy. Yeah, no
poor guy.
shit.
That's good. Thank you.
Sick motherfuckers.
Yeah, they're the sick motherfuckers.
Yeah.
All right, on to the next. I don't even remember what I titled this video. Oh yeah, okay.
Oh my god.
So this is a guy. He doesn't have any videos of him talking, from what I've seen. But this is a guy called Justin RPG, and he makes songs.
Okay.
So this is one of his old songs called "I Hate This Windows Vista Tonight."
Crank that shit.
I shouldn't. When the vocals come in, it gets
Okay.
way loud. Just give it a sec. This is the build up, the atmosphere. And this is just a shitty Phil Collins "In the Air Tonight" karaoke like instrumental that he's making his quote unquote original song.
Gotcha.
over.
Then why the Pink Floyd?
I think that was made because this guy also eventually his YouTube stuff all like disappeared.
Oh.
And so he's like a long lost stranger of the internet.
See ya.
And obscure, so nobody has an archive. But somebody had like all of his songs, and so they uploaded them all, and they all have this thumbnail. But his real life thumbnails, and I'll pull one of those in the future, are not that much better. In fact, they're much worse.
Thank God.
It's the build up. Trust me, he's the best vocalist
I
ever.
hate this Windows Vista tonight.
Nice.
Blue screens.
Whoa.
Whoa.
And I've hated this Windows Vista all my life. Crashes.
Crashes.
Can you hate this Windows Vista tonight?
He's such
That's a
good
great song.
Blue screens.
It's a great song.
Crashes.
He's an incredible singer.
He really is.
Well, if you told me it was the best, I would not use it at all.
At all.
I've seen Microsoft before, my friend, but I don't know if they know who it affects.
What?
Well,
I don't know. I gotta imagine his inspiration for writing this song was that he was trying to make a video or something. He has some crap ass, old ass computer that keeps crashing, like mine. And so he was pissed off and he channeled that anger into an original track.
God damn, that's beautiful.
The essence of creativity right here. Musical genius.
I mean, I could understand hitting Windows Vista tonight.
I can too. I hate Windows Vista every night, basically.
Basically.
I was there and I tested it out. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. So you can use it if you want. I know where it's going. It's
Where's it
going
going?
into the trash.
Thank God.
Damn.
Into the trash.
Trash.
I hate this Windows Vista tonight.
I like the background vocals.
Blue screens.
I can't even talk over
I've
it. I'm
hated
dying.
this Windows Vista all my life.
No, the background vocals
Crashes.
from the karaoke track.
I
It's so
hate
good.
They have
this
they,
Windows
they
Vista
still have the original
tonight.
lyrics.
Oh,
Blue
Lord.
screens.
Blue screen.
I've hated this Windows Vista all
My
my life.
life.
Blue screens.
Blue screens. Let's hear more. Of the,
Crashes.
let's hear more of the story.
Well, I remember Windows ME.
You do?
How could I ever forget? It's the first time, the last time Microsoft screwed up,
The last time they screwed up?
but I know the reason
I like
why
how he said that. It's like,
Microsoft is going
Yeah,
downhill.
last night.
No, they don't fool me. The program doesn't work. Anger still grows.
Whoa.
No stranger to
Pause
you
this.
and me.
I would love to find this guy.
Yes.
Sorry, there's just some music in the background.
There's
I
me-
just started listening to it and had to
We got a
ignore it for
house
second.
full of people around here. Donate to us for us to get a new studio. Links in the description.
Yeah, dude. That'd be awesome. Anyways, I'd love to build a band up,
Yeah.
get this guy, and recreate the song live.
Live, that'd be incredible.
With vocals and everything.
I
Singing those
hate-
backup lines over like really smoothly
Yeah.
over him, just like
I hate
blue screen.
blue screens. I
That'd be
hate this Windows Vista tonight. Blue screens.
I hate this Windows Vista
Oh, with the drum fill and
tonight.
everything.
Yeah, hold
Blue
on.
screen.
That's the famous part of the song is the beat drop essentially. We got to hear that again.
Windows Vista.
Wait.
Don't fool me. The program doesn't work. Anger still grows.
Anger
no
still
stranger
grows.
to you and me.
Woo!
I hate this Windows Vista tonight. Blue screen.
Oh, blue screen. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
I almost forgot.
I've hated
This
this,
should-
Windows Vista.
This almost
All
should be
my
the official
life.
theme of the Messed Up podcast.
I think
Crashes.
so. Yeah, I think this is.
I hate
It
this
is.
Windows
We also hate this
Vista
Windows Vista tonight. Ready? Blue screen. Woo!
I hated this Windows Vista all
For
my
my life.
Crashes.
Crashes.
We know about that.
I hate this Windows Vista tonight. Blue
What a fucking icon.
screens.
An icon of music right here. I will say, we've heard enough of this. I know the rest of it is this chorus. Let's move on to our third and last strange YouTuber of the night.
Strange.
This is Tommy Pickles Fan 1992.
Oh.
This is my 10 years of YouTube Q&A video by Tommy Pickles 1992. This guy...
Tommy Pickles, not Tommy Pimple.
No, not Tommy the Goblin Pimples. This is Tommy the Goblin Pickles from Rugrats. This is a guy who's more famous off his YouTube channel than he is on his YouTube channel. In fact, he's most famous from his horrendous DeviantArt where he posts shit that's just
Horrendous,
fucking
huh?
cringe and bad.
Yeah.
and drew a bunch of child porn once
Oh.
and uploaded that
Yikes.
and got in major trouble.
I
So
hope so.
yeah, so here's his
this guy.
my 10 years of YouTube Q&A video. One of the only guys who's like this, whose YouTube videos are still around. So let's check this bitch out.
Hello everyone, this is Tommy Pickles Fan 1992, and this is going to be a
Oh,
welcome-
Jesus.
These motherfuckers always got fucking birds in the background. I swear to Christ. Like, put your fucking bird away. You're making a fucking video and you got in the background. Like, I fucking swear to Christ, man. Put your fucking bird away. Before you make a fucking video, you're just gonna have that in there. Your camera's from like fucking 2008. You got the fucking Kodak fucking Sharematic fucking digital camera that your mom got you for your fucking 8th birthday, and you're still fucking using it. You got your fucking bird in the background, and it fucking destroys your microphone with every screech, and it only makes the audio worse and worse and worse. I'm literally spitting out my mouth here arguing about this. I'm getting rabies. That's how pissed I am about you keeping your bird in this video.
This is a regular goddamn pet peeve of yours right here.
All these motherfuckers do it.
This is like me getting mad at Jesus Little Soldier last episode.
It is. It really is.
Which, you know, for our future regularly scheduled programmings, obviously we're going to throw an outlaw here and there.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we'll throw in some Robbie here and there. We're going to have special episodes with one or the other of
Definitely.
the two individuals, three individuals. And, but I think even in our normal day-to-day rotation, we should look and see if there's any good Jesus Little Soldier videos.
Definitely.
Because that's a train wreck that can
Oh,
go.
yeah. I think actually that's something I'd like to look deeper into maybe in the next episode or two.
Yeah.
Just because I think I'd like to get her on.
Yeah.
I actually want to get her on more than anyone else at this point because I'd love to have her watch like the weird Christian bullshit with us.
Yeah.
Because I really would love to know what she has to say about Fire by Night. I know what Mike's going to say about Fire by Night. He's going to be like, haha.
Yeah, he's going to be like, that was strange.
This motherfucker's so good at it.
You can't see it, but someday we'll get on cam and show you.
to my my 10 years of YouTube Q&A video.
Oh God,
Now,
the
I just
fucking.
want to say thank you very much for sending your questions.
Jesus! He's about to fucking kill it.
Next 2 months or 2 months.
Literally, leave the room!
My YouTube page slash my 10 years of YouTube
Oh
Q&A
my
announcement
God.
video.
Go into the bathroom or something.
Thank
Jesus.
you all for
Do
sending
you have to?
all-
It's like the bird's like right next to his camera. It's like, did you have to get as close to the bird as possible to record your shitty video? Oh my God,
Dude, no, I feel. Well, this is something that pertains not just only to YouTube videos, but also to real life.
yeah,
There's a lot of people in real life you meet too. It happens to YouTube videos a lot too, but in real life also, there's some characters you'll meet and you'll go over to their houses at some point in your life. And these aren't like main characters in your life, you know what I mean? These are
Yeah.
just people you meet here or there. And they'll have a dog that's in a cage freaking out the whole time. They'll have a bird that won't shut the fuck up. They'll have a cat that goes "Rah, rah," every 2 seconds. They'll have some sort of animal that won't stop wailing and dying 24/7, and you're sitting there like, I don't want to be here with you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to listen to you. All I can hear are these goddamn animal noises. Set them free. Do something.
Seriously.
Help them out.
yeah. They're literally dying in front of you.
Let them out into the wild. That's the only option.
Let them die by themselves. Jesus.
I agree. I agree. Let's watch a couple more seconds of this video.
And then fucking turn it off if this bird keeps popping
Yeah.
off like it is, because holy shit.
I agree. I might skip forward maybe further in
Yeah,
the video or something.
I want to know what this guy's got to say because it sounds pretty good, but it sounds titillating. But when you got that fucking motherfucker screeching over all of it, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, seriously.
your questions to my
It's pretty
Q&A
funny.
video, and I'll be glad to answer them.
Okay.
Now, I have 5 YouTube users who sent your questions, who sent me questions.
I'm trying to pay attention to what he's saying and block out the bird noises.
It's hard.
But it is, besides that just being hard, what he's saying is also complete fucking nonsense.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, I'll grow up, blah, blah. It's like back and forth, back and forth. Where's the goddamn point, my man?
He doesn't have one.
The fact that you're as old as you are and you're calling yourself Tommy Pickles fan 1992,
Creepy.
I'm sorry, I don't care. If you're in your 20s, and especially you're 24 to 30, 24 past, no matter how old you are, you cannot be constantly announcing to the world how much of a fan you are of Tommy Pickles, a cartoon character
That's a baby.
from a kid show that's a baby.
It's a baby. And then also draw child.
I know. You can't. That's the major
it's
problem.
It's like, dude.
It would be bad enough if you're a fucking like 26-year-old man and you keep displaying how much you're obsessed with Tommy Pickles, a character who is a baby, let alone them being in the baby. They're from a show that's marketed to kids to begin with.
If you're like kids like 4 and younger, it's like a young kid show.
It is.
That shit's, you ever go back and try and watch fucking Rugrats? It's boring as shit. It sucks. Rugrats sucks. It doesn't hold up. I'm being real about that. I'd rather watch fucking Rocko's Modern Life if I want to watch old school Nickelodeon. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, it's a
SpongeBob,
baby
baby.
show. And I remember, I loved that shit when I was a fucking baby. Because it was awesome. Because I was a baby and they were fucking babies. And
Yeah, I mean, I guess
it's
the
cool.
last time I
But,
ever watched Rugrats.
when you try and watch Rugrats as an adult, it's like, this is a show for babies, which is fine. Because, I mean, let the babies have their show. But when you're not a baby anymore,
I'll say
you don't have to be obsessed over the baby show. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Yeah, you definitely shouldn't be obsessed over the baby
like, watch
show.
Seinfeld or something, dude. Jesus.
Dude, it's like, you can even, like, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. You can even be called, like, Carmen Sandiego's Giant Tits 24. Like, at least that's an adult character.
That's a good name. Yeah, that's true. That's true. The worst part about it is you name yourself after a fucking baby character and you draw child porn. It's just obvious that you're probably a pedophile at that point. Oh, shit.
No, they can still hear us.
Okay, thank God.
We just can't hear us.
Well, it's just obvious. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. It's just like, it's not helping his case, is basically what I'm saying.
Literally, no, it makes it worse. And yes, by the way, people, ladies and gentlemen, he did have a DeviantArt account with terrible artwork, and he did eventually end up drawing child porn.
So, without further ado, let's start from top to the bottom.
From the top to the bottom, okay.
Now, the first question the first person who sent me questions comes from Joshua.
I feel bad for this guy's parents,
Yeah.
who obviously still lives with him.
Dude, that's the thing that always happens with these guys, is you gotta end up feeling bad for their parents. Like, I think about that all the time. I think about that with this guy, with Chris Chan, with, and I was talking to you a little bit about outside, but I didn't name his name. Kiro the Wolf, who was like a popular furry YouTuber, one of the more popular furry YouTubers, who got caught up in a Telegram messaging thing with these furry YouTubers who are all into, there's a word for it, I can't remember, basically fucking real life animals, and then they ended up getting into quote unquote zoo sadism.
Bestiality.
Yeah, it is. That's already horrible, but then they ended up getting to like really like getting into the messed up. What a fucking place to cut off at. Then they started getting into worse shit, and then they started getting into fucking roadkill and pedophilia stuff. Horrible shit. And that guy was like the most popular guy involved in that community, Kira the Wolf. Definitely lived with his parents also. And even if he didn't live with his parents, once that shit starts coming out and your kid's in their like 20s, 23, 24 or whatever, it's like, as a parent, you must have like a feeling of like total like not only like regret, but obviously your kid biologically, you like love them no matter what.
Well, yeah.
You have like a big attachment
I mean,
to them.
obviously you fucked up at some point.
Yeah,
If your
you
kid's
obviously
doing that shit.
but
Because I mean, obviously you had to have. Like, there's obviously like. Sorry, there's a lot of people.
There's a lot of
It
people
sounds like
over
it's
tonight.
popping off outside.
Yeah.
But basically, what I want to say about that is, if your kid's out here fucking roadkill, you should have done something for them a long time ago, and you obviously missed that mark.
Probably, but they're probably able to hide it pretty well too. Like I remember, I'm a kid, I'm doing never anything like that, but I'm like trying to figure out how
That's a
to
good
score
point.
drugs and shit like
Yeah.
that. You can get away with it to a certain point. Well, it's the age-old philosophical question, really, of like, is somebody born and destined to the evil acts they're going to commit, or is it a direct response to the environment surrounding
It's
them?
mixed.
That's what I was gonna say. I think
Yeah.
the only true answer, as Buddhism and Hinduism all that shit teaches, lies in the middle. It's
Yeah.
really a case by
There's-
case
yeah.
basis.
Exactly, because it's going to be different for different families. Because obviously, there's situations where there's just good parents and their kids just get fucked up. Because sometimes kids just get fucked up.
Yeah.
But then there's obviously other situations. I feel like you good there.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm switching back and forth because I'm waiting for us to go on break because I have to piss so bad.
Oh, okay. We can go on break. Fuck this guy.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of want to hear more what he has to say, but maybe we can do that after our
Yeah,
break.
that sounds good.
Okay, guys. And
We're going on break.
we shouldn't have any technical difficulties. I guess we have been on for almost 50 minutes, which is usually
Holy
when we
shit.
take our break.
Yeah.
We'll be right back, literally. Don't go anywhere. And with more shit, maybe we'll check out like 2 more minutes of that guy. We'll skip around.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
And then we'll get to our main events, our 2 main events, Geek Love and Judas Priest.
Woo.
And it's going to be great. So stick around. The music should be playing right now. Hopefully that's what's working out. We'll be right back. Oh, and we shouldn't have any glitches this time because I did something.
Mother Nature's always calling. Weather comes from the mountains, fall onto you from the air. Oh, Lord. When I look out my window, I see something that isn't there. Seeing sun comes up to greet me on another summer day. When I look outside my window, I pray for it to go away. When the time comes back around, it shows the things that never seem to come to life. Summer ends and it's the same as when it began. 'Cause when I know that I'm alright, It just takes a while to come back, yeah. When I look out my window, I see the sun approaching, yeah. Sleep until the afternoon when I get up, drive around for a couple of hours. Then I get back to town and I sleep for the next day, do the same thing, yeah.
Welcome back to the motherfucking Messed Up Podcast.
Up.
We told you we'd be right back. We told you it was a quick break.
Told you.
We fucking told you
Told
that
your asses.
it was a quick break and that we'd be right back.
Tonight there's going to be a
jail
quick
break. Let's get right back into the fucking shit, shall we?
Get back into that shit.
Oh shit, that's not the right shit. Okay. Here we go. Fuck this pedophile piece of shit. Let's watch some fucking Geek Love.
Yeah.
And this episode of Geek Love has a great title. See Hitler Trolling for Love.
Oh my god. What the fuck does that even mean?
I don't know.
I am a See Hitler trolled.
Whoa!
Whoa!
This guy's like, what the fuck?
This guy's like, what the fuck is this bitch talking about?
I'm
See,
surprised.
he
someone
only
did
heard was
something-
Hitler. He's like, you're what? I mean, when someone says, I'm a See Hitler troller, the only thing you're going to hear is Hitler and maybe troll, and you're like, Hitler troll? What?
Yeah,
You're what? It's
yeah.
like, are you a Nazi troll? Is that what you're saying?
You're a 4chan user? Excuse me, miss?
So relatively new and
I believe
obscure.
it.
It's from Homestuck. It's a webcomic. I'm
Oh.
Oh, God, Homestuck. You know, if a girl's into Homestuck, she's the kind of girl that you don't want to be around for much longer.
Here, take this joint. I'll be right back.
Where the fuck are you going?
I'll be back.
Alright, well, he's leaving. Dave's here alone with the pumpkin cigarette. I don't know what a joint is. I don't really know what he's talking about. Dave's here with the pumpkin cigarette. You know, we have a lot of shit going on this episode. This is a fucking great episode. It's probably the greatest episode of all time. Don't let anybody tell you different. Usually I hang Sean out to dry on the episodes of the Messed Up Podcast, but you know what? He's hanging me out to dry on this episode because the Dave takeover stopped happening a long time ago. And there he is! Shit, thank God the Dave takeover didn't have to start happening. Because that's a bad time.
It's a bad time for everyone.
Everyone involved. Anyways, yeah, Homestuck. A girl who's really into Homestuck. Someone you don't want to know. The fact that she's including Hitler in her name is bad.
Well, I know
bears.
it's just the character, I think. I think it's a character from the book. Not that I know that shit. Not that I know it, but I know it all. But I do. I'm gonna put it out like this. I've been to enough Comic-Cons to where I at least know what characters are from things.
I'll say this. In my middle school and high school days, I knew a few girls who knew what
There were a few Homestuck girls. I remember them.
There was quite a few Homestuck girls. A lot of them were in anime club. A lot of them were girls that I hung out with and were friends with.
No shit.
Yeah, and nowadays...
You're hanging out with Homestuck girls?
Nowadays, I don't know them anymore, and it's no loss in my life.
Damn.
To be honest with you.
Roasted.
Some of them were good friends enough, but I still see what they're up to
Got their
nowadays
ass.
on the goddamn Facebook and shit, and it's like, okay.
They're out there. Do they still do the Homestuck thing?
Oh, they do it all, man. You don't even want to see it.
nervous of people not liking me.
I don't understand the horns. They look like candy corn.
Why these guys are being dicks to this
Yeah.
lady? What the fuck? Also, like, this is crazy because this is also our first time in the Messed Up podcast history.
Oh shit.
That we're seeing Geek Love from the opposite perspective.
Is it?
Yeah, we've never watched a Geek Love it's about the girl. We've only seen the one about the guys.
I thought we did watch one.
No, this is our first time seeing.
Dang.
Seeing only.
Because there's a
from the
lot of them
perspective.
with girls. I thought we'd watched at least one of them.
That's what I saw when you sent me this one. I was seeing the suggested videos. I started to realize, oh, there's a lot of girl ones.
Yeah.
But
I thought we had watched some of the girl ones already.
And
But
now
damn.
this is the first time we're seeing
Well,
it from the girl's
there's going to be
perspective.
more. Like I said, like we said when we started watching this shit back in the day, there's enough Geek Loves to last us a while.
Literally.
Oh, God.
It's so weird. I feel like I'm going to be less harsh that it's a girl, honestly.
Fair enough. It is easier to roast geeky guys over, like, nerdy girls.
This fucking piece of
Because you got, like,
shit,
this
though.
guy who's, like... Because, like, it's like... Oh, shit. The pumpkin's going everywhere.
He's an S.A.er.
Alright, this is what I'm going to say about this motherfucker right now. Watch out. Okay. This is the kind of guy who... he's a geek, but he's like really self-confident for some reason, and then he's like, I got an idea, I'll start a fucking like sci-fi speed dating thing. So he goes and he does that, and then he sexually harasses everyone he works with. That's the kind of guy this guy is.
He goes and he does that, and then he sexually harasses everyone he
Literally.
works with. That's
And
the...
then loses his job,
he loses
which
his job.
is deserved.
That's the lineup.
I have two favorite things about Comic-Con. First off, I love the costumes. And the fact that I can dress like this and I can still have a guy that's crazy about me.
You can do that in normal life too. I got something for you,
Yeah.
lady who is dressed like fucking Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. First, get with a local screamo band. They love that shit. It's all about that. It's all about Nightmare Before Christmas, and it's all about My Chemical Romance. Second of all,
Bennington.
it's also about Chester Bennington.
Oh,
Tried so hard,
shit!
got so far.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Psycho Get Break!
Jesus, that's some good shit. You don't even know how good that shit is. That's how good that shit
You'll
is.
never learn.
Woo!
Where's Steven going with? Oh yeah. Anyways, Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. You don't have to go to Comic-Con and sci-fi speed dating to find guys that are
To find
crazy.
God.
To find God, and his name is Ryan, the sexual
shit.
harasser. But no.
Holy shit.
You know where you can go to find guys who are crazy about wanting to fucking get with you because you're in a Nightmare Before Christmas? Anywhere at all. Literally. Comic-Con's not the only place. You can go to the fucking internet. You can go to IRL Live. Get involved in any community.
Go to the mall.
And be alternative. Go to the mall.
Dude, literally go to the mall.
Dude, you go to your local mall, into that shit, walk into the Hot Topic, you're coming out with a fucking... getting your fucking
Dude,
dick sucked every
Yeah,
time.
Literally, all the employees will get on their knees as soon as you walk in.
You walk in and it looks like they're going in for a prayer, but it's really a big self-suck session. You're gonna be a success. You don't gotta
A
go
literal
to...
success.
You don't... You don't gotta go to Hot Topic and get fucking taught how to fucking get dick by a sexual harasser.
Shit.
Okay?
Where is this episode going?
It's going wherever it wants, brother.
Psycho Get Break!
Shit. Oh yeah, we're waiting for... I'm just trying to make sure our shit's working right.
Our
All right,
shit's shitting. Don't worry about
let's
it.
keep going.
Don't worry about that. Normal people, when you're an Ultra fan, sucks. If you're a fangirl and you want to date a guy that's not into that stuff, it's not going to work.
Are you over 18?
Really?
Single?
I don't know. I feel like there's probably some guys who are like not into it, but they'd be like, "Oh, that's cool."
Yeah, yeah, literally. I would say if you're a semi-conventionally attractive girl who, like, bathes regularly, at least semi-regularly,
Yeah.
you can find a guy who's not going to give a shit that you're really into Pokemon.
No shit. Or even Homestuck. I mean,
Yeah.
as long as you aren't, like, making it the only thing that your relationship's about, you know, as long as you're just like, oh, I go and I dress up at Comic-Con like this and I think it's fun. I feel like most of the time the guys are going to be like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, literally.
And that's all they're going to say. Because
if you have,
guys are so fucking basic.
Dude, if you're, I'll tell you this, you're still in high school, if you're still in high school and you're in Homestuck and you think that you're hopeless romantic because, oh, I'm really into Homestuck in an anime, nobody will ever get it, I'll never find a guy, and you're even slightly attractive in any way, find a fucking 6-year-old dude who's gonna get you fucking pregnant and buy you alcohol underage in 2 years, and
what are you saying?
You'll be married for the rest of your life. I'm not saying you should do that. I'm just saying there's options out there, and I've seen
Where did that come from?
I've seen the story play out 1,000 times.
Oh my god.
I'm telling you. Every
if
girl
you're in high school, don't do that.
Don't do it, but I'm telling you, every girl in high school
don't do that.
Every girl I knew in high school who was into Nightmare Before Christmas and was slightly conventionally attractive ended up having a kid when they were underage by a guy who was like 25.
I guess, but damn.
I'm not saying it's good, but this is the world we're living in, people.
Fair enough.
Whoa! Somebody's looking fabulous. Over 18?
Yes.
Single?
Yes.
Horny?
Oh my god.
Dude, don't you have a company to lose?
That's sexual harassment.
Literally! Oh, by who? Look this guy up.
I know. Look this guy up. You'll find fucking allies in articles. But, I mean, that's sexual harassment. You should never...
In the first degree.
You should never start talking to a woman about, like, explicitly sexual or super personally sexual stuff.
Yeah.
Ever.
Literally
ever. You should... Because... Are you gonna walk up to your guy friends and go right to their face and say, "Hey man, are you gonna go up to the guys who are showing up and go, how's it going? What's your age?" And then they're gonna tell you, "All right, what are you into?" And they're gonna tell you, and then you're gonna be like, "Are you fucking horny as shit?" You're not gonna do that, like. So don't go up to a girl and say that.
This is like. And I know it's a reality show, so they've probably met at some point, and it's probably all fucking scripted.
That's true. But
this is supposedly like him walking up to her for the first time, and like he's like 2 sentences in, and he's like, "Are you horny?"
Yeah, seriously.
It's like, dude, who are you? You're a little creep. She doesn't know you. Go lose your company.
I know, seriously, I would say if you wouldn't say it to a guy because you feel weird inside about it being too overtly sexual, you shouldn't say it to a woman either.
Yeah.
I think that's really the bottom line here.
Yes.
Impressive.
I would like to see him go to a guy and be like, "Are you horny?"
My name is
That'd be
Kayla,
fun.
I'm 24, and I am a cosplay holic.
I have 2 closets.
Fair enough.
One is for cosplay.
Alright.
I have over 20 costumes. I date.
Yeah, I'd love to have a closet with a door on it.
Fair enough. Actually, let's take a second. She has 2 closets with probably both of them have doors on it. I guess it's weird. So we live in a weird house. I technically have 2 closets because I have like this one like. It's like smaller than your closet, and then it like goes down. And I have this cubby.
Yeah.
And they're both open. And
that's
they
the thing.
suck.
The open thing is part of it. There's not a single closet in the house we live in
That has a door.
That has a door.
There's no door. It's the only doors are to the rooms. It's weird.
Literally, and the doors It's not even that the house is weird. It's just we're in shit country central.
The dating
That's
life
true.
is kind of dead right now. This is gonna be for New York Comic Con, but it's not finished yet. It's gonna be the condense
Are you gonna? It's gonna be the condom. Are you gonna
Is
fit
that what
in
she
there?
said?
from Home Stuff.
That's a good question.
My past relationships have been shit. I've had a guy I dated for 2.5 years, and I had to hide the fact that I liked anime and cosplay. So
Well, there's the problem right there. You started dating a guy that you didn't tell you were an anime and cosplay, and this goes for both genders, all genders, and no genders. If you're gonna start dating someone, you really gotta be straight up with them from the get-go about your
What you're into.
personality
Yeah.
and the things you're into. You gotta get to know each other. The thing, I assume that everybody who, well, I mean, obviously there's some people who don't, but I assume that the people who are really, like, desperate and addicted to wanting a relationship are the kind of people who are wanting a relationship to last a long time.
That's what you want.
They're going
usually.
into that. They're going into that with that in mind. And if you're gonna go into that and do that, you have to be 100% honest with this person. It might be hard to do it right away. That's totally fair, especially if you have certain traumas from the past.
Fair enough.
That's totally fine to wait a second. But once you start weeding through the things that you're familiar with about other bad people, about this person, you should start being very honest with them about yourself and expecting them to be honest with you about themselves and being prepared to learn some things that aren't exactly how you are. This is relationships in the real world. And if you can mend with it, you can mend with it. If you can't, you can't.
You just can't.
And that's fine. But hiding
And
one
that's
of
the
your
shit.
Plus, if you feel you have to hide anything from your partner for 2.5 years, you shouldn't be together to begin with.
That's a good point.
Because obviously, that's
There's
enough
no
time.
communication.
There's no communication. That's enough time for you to have revealed these things.
That you go to Comic-Con and wear costumes. It's not that strange.
Yeah.
Literally.
And
It's
start
just not.
thinking about the future. If 2.5 years isn't enough time for you to reveal all the things to this person that you haven't just simply forgot about, but will remember one day and be totally comfortable explaining right away when you remember it, that's not the person for you.
Yeah.
That lack of communication and shit that's not the way it is. You can't do that.
I would always throw them in my closets when he would come around. And one day he actually went through my closet and found my costumes.
That sounds mildly abusive if he's just like going through your closet.
Yeah.
Like maybe you're better off not being with him in the first place.
It depends on the context. If he's like, I'm looking, I'm snooping, I'm going through your closet, then that's the fucked up part.
Yeah.
But you know, lying is bad, and abusing people is bad.
That's true.
And in certain situations, people who do one bad thing end up attracting somebody else who does another bad thing.
That's a good point.
And their bad things become a bigger ball of bad things, and then everything's just
Bad things.
Everything's bad things in hell on earth. You really got to be careful when you do this shit.
I agree.
My house like 2 seconds later. So yeah. Albert, what are you doing?
Holy fuck, who the hell is Albert? He's
Not your
old as
boyfriend.
shit. All of a sudden they look over and it's Grandpa from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's Grandma from Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2. It's the guy from the fucking microwave stream. It's Weekend at Bernie's. Like,
That's
what is...
funny as shit.
Look at this. This is
Oh my
Stat. He looks like a puppet. He's like Statler and Waldorf from Muppets.
Home health aide, and I live with the older couple I take care of, Claire and Albert. They've been married 58 years, and they're amazing.
Oh, so this is just a couple she takes care of, and she also lives with and talks to. Honestly, that sounds like the dream.
Yeah, it doesn't actually sound too bad. It's like if they're like if you're living in a place and it's like cool old people and you're just kind of helping them, like making sure they take care of themselves, and you're just like you get a room and rent's probably pretty good, and they probably make bomb ass food because old people cook.
Fuck yeah, they do.
that's probably pretty good living. They see you do your cosplay stuff, and they're probably like, I don't really get it, but they're old, so they're probably nice enough about it.
They're
they just don't care.
Exactly.
And that actually sounds awesome. And then they fucking probably give you the house when they die.
Yeah, literally. Because they probably don't have any grandkids, at least not grandkids who are give enough of a fuck.
Yeah, because you're there living with them and taking care of them. So obviously their grandkids are like, oh, they got this young girl, so we don't even have to go see them.
Yeah, and they're gonna give you the.
Because that's how grandkids and like just kids in general can be.
That's just how it all works out.
That's how it all works out, man. Treat your old people nicer. I know it's easy to talk shit about boomers and shit, and it's like the generational mindset might not be good, but at the end of the day, we're talking about real people here, and you can't just treat people like shit because they're old, and that's something that happens time and time again. And if we don't treat our old people kindly and with respect, we'll forget where we came from and not know where we're going, man.
Damn straight. Cheers me to that. That cheers me. Yeah, that's some real shit right there. If I ever fucking heard it, man.
What do I do on the first date? I've never been on a real date.
No fooling around on the first date.
Is that necking?
Yeah.
This is a horrible conversation. If I was talking to an old person about this stuff, I'd be so uncomfortable.
Fair enough. But that kind of almost ties into what I was saying, man. There's this weird stigma about talking to old people about anything, but realistically, they know more about that shit than we do.
That's
because they already did it.
I just have Hank Hill autism.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's weird when you start talking to an old person and they start bringing up sex, for the most part.
But
this lady seems like she's kind of funny as shit. She's just like immediately like, yeah, that's necking. Like she knows all about it.
Even like, my thing is, even like, Jesus, they can still hear us. Okay, but in my mind, it works with young people and old people. Like, if I had a son and they were like, hey, father, there's something I gotta know about sex stuff and whatever, I'd be like, okay, well, I can tell you about it, the very like biological details, the basics of the reality, and give you my slight philosophy without going too into detail. That's fine. But if I had a daughter who came up to me and was like, tell me about sex stuff and stuff like that, and I'd be like, okay, your mother probably knows more about that than I do. And then I'd be like, go talk to your mother about that. So I'm on the in-between between that shit.
I think I have trouble finding someone to date because I have low self-esteem. I can't stand it. I feel so alone.
That's the number one thing. You gotta just believe in yourself, man. And
that's a good point. I mean, I mean, she seems like she's really nice and she's got hobbies that she likes to do. There's so many people who are genuinely would be into that. There's a whole fucking horde of sci-fi speed daters who are waiting. Literally.
My thing is like the desperation to have a partner and have someone who's romantic with you. It is the problem, and it feels like hell. It feels like hell on earth. You feel like you're going crazy. It's the most difficult, insane bullshit on the planet.
I just don't get it.
That's fair, but it happens to a very large percentage of people, whether they're normal guys at one point and then they go insane from wanting someone to be with, or they're not normal guys or girls and they get super cringe and weird about it like this. And it's a hell world. It's a hell on earth. And some people fall into the trap of broadcasting it publicly. Some people fall into the trap of thinking that way in general. But the real deal is this. People around you can smell it on you. They can see it, they can feel it, they can smell it on you. Something's wrong, something's bad. And especially the opposite gender wants nothing to do with you. Because one of the many facets of the details of why that vibe is strange to most people is because it's not about you genuinely wanting to meet somebody and getting along with them. It's you desperately wanting somebody with you, which is you wanting to not think about yourself in particular. You can't stand yourself, so you want someone else to make you feel better. But people are too complicated for that, and love is all about compromise and being confident within yourselves about yourselves, but coming together because there's a genuine otherworldly romance involved in that. It's not about desperation. It's just one of the many reasons why that shit never works out. And the thing is, you don't even have to have confidence. Everybody tells you, have confidence, have confidence. So you go up to a girl and you try and feign pretend like you think you're cool, and they can smell the desperation behind that action on you, and they leave anyways, and then you go crazier. Fuck that. That's not going to accomplish anything for you. So you know what you do? You give the fuck up on that, and you become yourself and enjoy nothing but being yourself. Okay? You enjoy nothing but being yourself. Give yourself self-love. Be into the things you're into. Go head first. You've got all this time now without a partner to not have to do anything else but be into the things you're into. Do that. Go do that 100% of the time and don't care. And I don't mean pretend like you don't care. I mean literally be into yourself and the things you're into, and then a partner will randomly come along. Because 90% of the time, you're missing 1,001 chances that you could be getting if you weren't so worried about nobody liking you and trying too hard. There's probably like 10 people want to fuck you right now, but they end up not fucking you and not wanting to fuck you because your actions and your thoughts and things you say are so strange that you're driving them away. Fuck them. The best advice I could give you is to give up. And I don't mean like pretend you're giving up. I'm just barely holding on.
Let's go, Karen. Let's go, Brandon.
Oh, shit.
I mean, literally give up. Give up on love and do what you would do if love didn't exist.
Oh, fuck. I fucked it.
Hellbound! Let's keep playing that shit.
Oh no, he has to call you first.
So I have to wait?
You don't call him.
Why?
You just don't.
Because you know I go to the conventions and I dress up. When people first
What was the fucking blue screen?
I hate this Windows Vista tonight.
Blue screen. Oh, that's classic.
I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Blue screen.
Oh shit! Wait.
Oh shit. Honestly, this is pretty golden so far, and it's great, and I want to see what the people say to her, but I'm almost ready to just go right into our last video. What do you think? Should we keep going?
We gotta keep going.
Okay, we'll keep going.
We gotta at least see her date some guys. That's the whole point of this show. It's the speed dating.
That's true. That's true.
We just met the old people.
Be turned off by the character I'm portraying, contents of Homestuck. I'll be wearing those big troll horns that are like 3 feet tall, and the fangs and the yellow eyes.
I don't think I'd ask you for a date.
Oh.
Damn.
I personally think everybody's wrong here. I don't think
Fair enough.
I don't think the costume is the problem. I think the fact that part of your costume and part of your name involves the word Hitler. I think
a good point.
I think that's what's turning people off.
I think the first thing you say is I'm Hitler. It's like there's enough guys who are gonna like you're gonna come up to them and be like I'm Hitler, and they're gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? Like guys aren't gonna be taken too nicely to that shit.
No, there's a lot of Hitlers out there, and you know, guys don't want one of them.
I really hope to have something
Some
that
guys
Albert
do.
and Claire have of 58 years being.
Yeah, Nick Fuentes wants fucking
Is that the
Hitler,
Catboy
woman.
guy?
Actually, he wants Hitler the man, Nick Fuentes. And yes, that is the Catboy guy.
I've been trying to remember who the fuck that guy is because I was trying to talk to someone about him the other day, and I was like, yeah, the guy, and he hangs out with all the cat boys, and they're like, who? And I was like, I don't even fucking know. I can't remember his name, and I was trying
Nick
to find out
Fuentes,
who he
America
was.
First.
Like,
He went with Kanye to meet Trump like 6 months
That's
ago.
right. That's what I thought. I remember him hanging out with Trump, but I couldn't find pictures of him. I kept like trying to find it. But I
Yeah,
couldn't.
and he was the guy who was like, we needed a dictator in the White House. He's always like
Well, yeah,
black
he wants
people.
Trump in the White House.
He you know, exposits all those cliche lines about black crime and
bullshit.
Yeah, and
literal bullshit.
Race, quote
Racist
unquote,
bullshit.
Science, all that crap.
Married, but
Literal
it all depends on if I find somebody or not.
Don't put it all on this.
Yes, that's a good
advice
point.
I'd give geeks looking for love is to be
Like, if you
outrageous.
can't find
Go up to
love
someone and, like,
at
roar
the
at them.
sci-fi speed dating, I think you're all right.
Oh, a bunch of awkward nerds who have trouble talking to people they don't know. That's a great place to get into a casual conversation with a stranger.
All right, ladies. I want you to walk
That's the
in
truth.
and stand next to the table at the end of the room.
With this guy leading the whole event,
With Ryan leading the charge,
dude, you're doomed from the start. I'm watching a literal Titanic here.
Talk about an R word waiting to happen.
Please take a seat facing me. Okay. Gentlemen, please have a seat in front of any lady you choose. It doesn't matter. You'll have to talk to all of them.
I gotta ask, who are you supposed to be?
Who are you supposed to be?
Wait, did he have a... That's true. Who the fuck is
I
this
at least
guy?
know what Homestuck is.
I know.
What the fuck is this guy?
This
Is this
some-
guy the fucking Phantom of the Opera? Like, you went to Comic-Con as the Phantom of the Opera, you motherfucker? Fuck you!
Lon
Oh
Chaney
my
Jr.
god, this
or
isn't
what?
the Tonys. Jesus.
This isn't the Tony Martins either. Listen to him. He's like, I gotta ask, what the fuck are you?
What the fuck? Look at this guy.
Seats.
Fucking Phantom of the
In front any lady you
Megaplex.
choose, it doesn't matter. You'll have to talk to all of them.
I gotta ask, who are you supposed to be?
The condoms from
Who are you supposed to be?
Homestuck. The condoms from Homestuck. It's from
This
Homestuck,
guy's
the
autistic
webcomic.
as shit.
He's
He's
like
like,
a sea
a
Hitler.
what?
He kills like low blood trolls that are beneath her, like bigger the horns.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't like him. He scares me a little bit.
I get it.
I
Yeah,
get it
I'm
too.
scared too.
He's a fucking asshole.
I'm with you on this one.
That's the problem. You watch the guys and no girls like him, and you're like, oh, better look next time, buddy. Like, no shit, no girls liked him. You watch from the girl's perspective, and she's like, I didn't really like him. And you're like, no shit, you didn't like him. He's a fucking creep.
Literal creep.
Goddamn.
There's a whole new perspective, I guess.
And he's a dick.
He is a dick. He was really mean to her.
Fuck him.
Would know my character, maybe? That would be really cool.
So what exactly are you?
I am a sea Hitler troll.
Kayla looks great in her costume, but I'm surprised that somebody would do something so relatively new and obscure for speed dating.
Oh my god. Fuck you, dude. Let the person like enjoy what they like and
I
not
know.
be like, I'm surprised that they do something so relatively new. Maybe it's because it's Comic-Con and there's a lot of new shit that's like always going on there, and there's always people cosplaying as new shit because that's like what cosplaying is all about. Don't be such a fucking gatekeeper.
Literally. Plus, as fucking if the people who go to Comic-Con aren't all into super nerdy, obscure shit, and half of them
And the
don't-
new shit.
And half of them don't recognize the references of the other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Every person at Comic-Con doesn't know something and does know something.
The problem with Comic-Con is
I'm good for right
All
now.
right.
Fucked up.
you have the new geeks and the old geeks, and the old geeks just don't want anything to do with the new geeks, and sometimes the new geeks don't want anything to do with the old geeks.
Truth.
But you're all fucking geeks, and
Yeah.
everything you're into is nerdy shit and kind of sucks. But that's why it's so enjoyable. Just don't be assholes to each other.
Don't be
and like
assholes.
let yourself enjoy your hyperfixations, man.
Damn straight. Like, enjoy the shit you enjoy. Who gives a fuck?
Alright, so I have to ask, where's your cosplay from?
I'm from Homestuck. It's a webcomic.
It looks fantastic.
Thank you.
This
At
guy's
least
cool.
This guy's cool as fuck. At least he likes it.
He's like, that's cool.
Yeah, this is like a normal guy right here. This is
That's
some-
what we were saying. Like, if you find a normal enough guy and you're like, oh, I'm into this like weird internet comic and I like to dress up as the character, they're going to be like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, exactly. And this is the guy right here.
Batman? Yep, Batman's my favorite. He was cool. He had like some things in common with the Batman thing, but it's just no one knows who I am, and it's like getting annoying.
Well, I mean, you
pointing
can't
out-
get annoyed if no one knows who you are. I mean, there's a certain point where it's like I'm gonna be real. Most of the people who are into Homestuck are women. So I feel like you go to a
That's
Comic-Con
true,
convention
actually.
and there's a bunch of guys there. Most of them aren't gonna know.
Mm.
But
No,
and that's fine. I feel like because it's just like sometimes it's just shit that people don't know about. But you should still enjoy it no matter how many people do or don't know about it. And if people don't know about it, don't let that be the thing that keeps you from liking it or makes you feel bad that you're
Yeah.
like doing it.
That's the number
Just
one.
be like,
nerd
whatever.
trap.
And then feel good about sharing it to them. Because you know what? If you find a cool enough guy and you start sharing them something you like, they're probably going to at least going to take some sort of interest into it because they like you and they want to get to know the stuff that you like more. So they'll
Literally.
probably at least let you like explain it to them and understand the things about it. And they'd probably maybe even get into some of the things about it. Just because that's how sometimes how relationships just work in general.
Yeah, 100%. You'll find a way. And even if the person you're with doesn't entirely like it, give it a year, and if it's something you truly love and end up bringing up and talking about in normal day-to-day conversations, if you give it a year, your partner is going to know everything about that shit.
That's true.
Despite never having seen it.
That's also true. I mean, you just gotta give it time. And if you find someone who's respectful to you, then it's all
Yeah,
good.
if it's someone who genuinely cares about you.
Because, I mean, if someone's going to treat you like shit about it, then they're assholes and you shouldn't be involved with them anyway.
Yeah, fuck
Like,
them.
enjoy what you like and dress up like a character you like.
Unless that's what you guys both like, is somebody who makes fun of everything you like. If that's personally what your personality is and you're into that, then that's the case. But if you're not into that and the person who you're talking to not only can't tell, but wants to keep you around to reap the benefits of company and sexual pleasure while still performing an action that maybe to somebody who's perfect for them would make the perfect relationship, but to you is just causing you fucking emotional turmoil just because they want to fuck you, that guy, even though it's a fucking like low criminalization, it's really not as bad as something some people do. The guy's a still piece of shit.
Whoa.
Leave him. Find somebody who likes your shit better, and if the guy's worth a goddamn, he'll figure out
God
that
is
the
that.
best girls for his fucking
yeah.
life are the girls who want to talk shit
Preach.
to him. So fuck that guy. And if he gets with you, it's honestly just because he wants to fuck you, and it doesn't matter what his emotions are. He's a dumbass fucking scumbag, and you should tell him that he's an asshole
Tell him he's
and a
an
piece of
asshole,
shit, and
piece
then
of
find
shit.
someone who's
Find
into
someone
Homestuck and
who's
fuck
into
him till the
Homestuck and
cows
fuck
come
him
home
till the
while he
cows come
cries,
home. While he
jerking
cries,
off into
jerking
his
off,
own dick
doing
till
his own
fucking 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
Okay. Homestuck.
This guy gets it.
Fuck him on the spot. Just get down on your knees and start sucking him off right here. That's how you keep him forever.
Whoa. I don't even know what's happening anymore.
that was my bait and switch. I went on a real passionate rant, and then I just thought, what if I just completely said something that's in entirely contradiction to what I just said?
Brody.
You're Brony?
Oh, she's like, oh, he's a fucking brony. And I can't blame her.
I can't blame her either.
Oh.
That's the problem. Like, because the problem, brony means a guy who likes My Little Pony, which means that it's generally the nerd guys who like My Little Pony. Most girls don't. So guys like, I'm a brony. It's called bro-knee for a fucking reason.
For a fucking reason.
Like, that's the goddamn truth.
Oh.
It's fucked. Like,
Go back, because I want to see, because it's almost painful.
she's like, he gets Homestuck. He's the one for me. And then
it's
he's like, I'm a brony.
And it's like, I feel my heart sink with her on that one. I'm like, that one's like, fuck, dude, I'm sorry.
My thing is like, these guys, these nerds are all being judgmental towards me because they don't get it. Now I got a problem and I don't want to date him. And then a guy shows up who's into a fandom that she thinks is fucking cringe, and she starts being judgmental towards him. I swear to God, I hope that she learns the same lessons as Joey did when he's like, I learned from going on these dates that I need to get an apartment and provide for myself. I hope this bitch is smart enough to be
I hope she learns a lesson that she's not doing anything else with her microwave. I'm not doing anything with my microwave.
Yeah. I'm not doing anything else with my fucking microwave, you sons of bitches!
We're colliding forces on the internet.
Yeah, I don't understand the whole.
And I don't quite understand the whole side.
Damn straight.
Maybe they're perfect for each other.
Maybe they are perfect for each other. They're both fucking retarded.
Cody, I got a little tattoo on my butt.
That's a little
This is my
revealing.
first time speed dating. I'm a little nervous of people not liking me.
I just want someone that can actually like sit down.
It does seem like everyone who's talking to her is like fucked.
Yeah. Everyone who's talking to her is like, who the fuck are you? What the hell are you? Like a judgmental nerd who gets picked
Seriously.
on. A judgmental nerd should be bullied.
Okay. So she's dressed like this weird ass character. Whatever. You all are dressed like weird ass characters. And actually, it looks like she put a lot of work into it.
Yeah.
But she's just like some lady who takes care of some old people.
Literally.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's fun. Like,
like it's just like the way they treat her is like it's fucked up.
get a Hank Hill ass husband. And
Seriously.
live the rest of your life.
Seriously,
in
find
harmony.
someone who doesn't get anything about it but is cool with it.
Damn straight.
And then you'll live the happiest life you ever have because you'll be like, yeah, I'll support it.
Literally.
And he'll go to the cons with you. He won't even get it. But he'll go. And he'll enjoy it secretly.
He'll love it.
Literally.
Just talk. Yeah.
Oh my god, Chris Chan's here.
Holy shit. I wouldn't fuck this guy with a 10-foot pole.
Are you having fun?
Yes.
And fucking Robbie P2 vlog shows up.
Dude, Robbie B2 in Mandem shows up, and then Ryan comes over to essay her.
Alright. I know, but he didn't sit in front of me first.
Alright, you'll get to date everybody, I promise.
I really want like a girly guy, and I don't know, he's super cute.
Alright, take it off.
Hi. So obviously, you like Homestuck. You like Homestuck.
Obviously, this is a trans man.
So I'm
Yeah.
so
Like, literally.
Literally.
excited. Love your costume.
Which is fine.
Which is fine. It sounds like this is what this lady wants.
It sounds like this is probably what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I got a feeling.
It sounds like she's...
Because I think they're the same, like, they're both dressed as Homestuck characters, too. I think
Oh,
that's,
yeah,
like,
they
the
are.
thing.
I think they are.
I think that's like, I think they're getting together. I think it's going to happen.
I hope so. Just, yeah, I know this is before the days when the T and LGBTQ became a major mainstream popular
Well, yeah, this is
thing.
like 2013-ish.
In 2013, I still heard people all the time making fucking trans jokes.
Well, yeah, it's...
Give it 3
I gotta be
years,
real,
that
it
shit's
wasn't
never
until
happened
about
again. Besides Ben Shapiro.
2015 that I was really becoming aware of, like, trans things. And I was an asshole about it at first.
Me too, 2016.
Dude, fuck. That was a bad time. But that was when, like, shitty, like, cringe culture shit was, like, the bomb.
That was the cesspool of all
It was
of
like
American
everyone. It was like
history.
when being an asshole was, like, cool.
But it's like when being an asshole was cool, but
It wasn't.
you're a huge fucking loser who's living
Yeah.
a shitty life of misery.
Straight up. Preach.
Like, that's what 2016 was for
It was.
fucking
All the guys.
all the guys.
Just thinking they're cool and thinking that, like, treating
I was on
trans
the
people-
internet trolling people, saying offensive things. Meanwhile, I'm sitting at my parents' house on my own, drinking 24/7, underage, getting stoned, and getting pissed off, crying, and jerking off to internet porn. What kind of life is that?
No life.
And you can, and you're doing that shit, and you think you can all of a sudden tell people how the world works and how politicians work and how political issues really are. It's
I
like,
guess you could.
once you fall into that trap, you can go and do that. Sure, that's fine. In fact, you should be allowed to go and do that. I think you should be allowed to say your opinions. But it doesn't change the fact that your opinions are still fucking complete dog shit.
Whoa. Dog shit.
And you don't know anything about anything.
Don't know anything
That's
about
why I say to everybody who falls down the alt-right pipeline when they're 19 years old, just like I did, you're a fucking idiot and you don't know shit about shit.
Well, the alt-right pipeline sucks. And I was able to, I feel like I almost got sucked into it, and I was an asshole about things, but I was friends with so many people who, knew their shit that they were just stop being an asshole. And at some point, I was like, okay, yeah, actually, you know what? I'm being an asshole, and I'm going to actually pretend that I didn't do that shit, which I shouldn't do, because I was an asshole.
I did the opposite.
But
I was like,
I decided to I learned how to treat people and what people, how people are and who they are, and to not be a judgmental piece of shit.
I did the opposite, where I started being like, I was like, you should be able to say anything you want, make any jokes you want, and fucking blah, troll, all that crap.
Yeah.
I was doing all that shit, thought I could say anything, do anything, and it was fucking hilarious. But the thing was, I was still too afraid. I still had that sense of empathy where I wouldn't fully go in on certain people here or there in two people's faces and really go in on making people's lives a big wreck. And then I started to think about the community I was amassing with my old internet exploits and the video I was making and how little I talked about. And I started to realize, oh, I actually don't know shit. And I don't want to do any of this crap because I have too much empathy for people and I really don't believe in doing this stuff and it makes me feel like shit. But I think I'm smart. This is the only way to make me think I'm smart, which is an ego thing, but also an expression of fucking how dumb I am. And I can't do this shit to these people anyways, which either A, makes me empathetic and / or, depending on the crowd, makes me a pussy-ass retard who sucks and should be trolled into oblivion themselves. And so I decided, fuck all that. I'm an idiot. Let me decide what I actually think by looking into things. And now I know what I actually think, but I also don't believe that my opinions should be 1984 enforced on people with hand and fist. And that doesn't mean I can't think people are complete idiots and wrong. And the facts don't. But I don't think they should be brainwashed. But I do think that if they weren't given a hand in the power structure of the entire world, it'd be much better for us. But that's just what I think, even though I think I'm 100% right, if that makes any sense.
It makes some sense.
When you didn't sit in front of me, I was like, oh, the Homestuck doesn't
I tried to, but...
Did you really?
Yeah, somebody else I saw somebody going that way, so I was like, oh.
Oh, I was so sad. I'm so excited now. Oh, so Dave's your favorite character, or?
I really love Dad.
He knew, everything, and that was definitely wonderful.
I really don't think he's a he. I mean, he probably is a he now, let me rephrase that. I don't think he was born a biological he.
Yeah.
And I don't know if she knows that at this point. Unless she does. This might have just been the internet's framing to make it not so directly trans because that wasn't as accepted in 2013 or whatever.
That's true. It's kind of interesting because this is a while ago.
Being able to...
And I'm surprised that Ryan, is that his name?
Mm-hmm.
He would let a trans person in.
Yeah, seriously.
He doesn't seem like the kind of guy who would. You know what I mean?
Express your
I don't know
fandom
if
just so
he'd do that
easily.
shit.
And I don't know, he was just so shy. It was cute. It was really adorable. Are you going to the Homestuck photo shoot?
I'll see what I can do. I might be too shy.
Oh, you should definitely go. Oh my god, you should definitely go. Oh, okay, it was nice meeting you. All right, bye.
Damn, see ya.
See ya.
Well, we're both kind of into the same thing, so it was very exciting.
This is a person with a chest binder. You can't lie to me.
She was also seemed really nice.
You've all been keeping track of who you liked on your scorecards, right? No. Okay, whoever said no, leave. Who's really nervous? Raise your hand and be honest.
Every time he's an asshole.
Okay, cool. You got
That's
nothing to be
true.
worried about. You're gonna
Which
find
is
the
probably why
papers
he
with the
sexually
numbers on
harassed
of the people you liked.
people in his
And
own
on
company
the papers
and
of
lost
the people
it.
that you liked,
Literally.
you will write your first name and either your cell phone or your email address, okay? Run, 2, 3, go.
Let me just give that to a stranger. Hopefully it's the next Ted Bundy.
I'm going to hope that the people I wrote down like me back.
Dude, if I was a
Like, more
murderer,
so, like,
I'd
the
love to
homicide
go to
person,
Science by Speed
hoping.
dating and then kill everyone.
I'll say this also. We watched the first Geek Love. Joey was slinging dick. He's a pimp.
True.
Every other Geek Love we've ever watched has been a guy who gets no dates.
No dick.
And the last the last time we watched Geek Love, then the guy got no dates. So I started saying, I feel bad about this. Like,
Yeah.
I thought every one of them was going to get a date and we were getting to Laugh at Nerds. I didn't realize that's the only episode where the guy gets the date and they all look pathetic. I started to feel bad. Now we get the girl and her setup is like halfway pathetic in a strange, twisted way. But it seems like she's still going to get a date. So on one hand, I'm like, the biases between men and women in this nerd video game channel are very apparent and ingrained in the producers of this content. And
I agree.
I agree too. And and second of all, Psycho get brain
today.
Ladies,
With every
this is
step
called
that I
the
take.
perfect match game, okay? Grab your papers real quick and then come back to the wall.
With every step that I take.
Go fast.
I'm gonna do the high part this time. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
With every step that I take.
If you see somebody that you liked, who liked you back,
You.
that is a perfect match.
Come on, guys, put his number. Yeah, mine too. There's no number on mine.
Dang.
Well, his contact info down. You can call him later. Find the person that you're a perfect match with. Get to them as fast as you can. Sit in front of them, yes.
The girls are all like, "What?
They're very confused.
Is she gonna be?"
She's laughing her ass off about it.
Is the horns girl, our main Hitler, gonna be the girl who stays up top? She goes, the guy I really wanted didn't put his number, so I ended up just standing there, and that's why I didn't get the date. It's gonna be the most flip-flopped, weird-ass version of the guys not getting a date I've ever heard of. I can't guess. Let's see.
I get picked, but I didn't.
Sorry, I'm burping my ass off over here.
It's tough because you see people open up during the speed dating, you see their confidence levels rise, they're feeling it, and then nobody comes.
If you did not find a perfect
Jesus.
match, Boogie on. I have more sessions. Please come back. I'd love to see you all again. For those of you that don't have a perfect match, okay? Means the game's over for you guys. I hope you had fun speed dating.
I feel like maybe they just have a hard time coordinating a lot of it.
Yeah, maybe the coordination sucks. And also, you know, to a certain extent, I almost, not in any sort of way that redeems him, but to a certain extent within myself, a slight part of my redemption for Ryan in this exact circumstance is he does have to see a lot of nerds get completely fucking crushed.
Fucked. Get destroyed. Sorry, give me a second. I gotta...
You crashed my guitar
I'm
into the
sorry.
goddamn fucking spinner. Hit Let's Go Karen, Let's Go Brandon for me.
Oh shit, I forget how that song goes. It's like...
Dude. Work 2 jobs.
Oh shit.
Oh, you plugging the headphones. This is a special Mr. Podcast with performance of Let's Go Karen, Let's Go Brandon. For everybody involved. Here's start from the beginning for me. Here's start from the beginning. Give me a countdown.
Come in whenever you want.
Okay. Gotta work 2 jobs and rob a bank, put food on the table and gas in the tank. Something I had to pay. Sound lady about none of that shit today. So let's go fishing. star in the dark in the middle of the night. The world's gone crazy and the shit ain't right. Let's go fire-band. Little backwards hiding. It's all so fucked up, I can't stand it. Let's go, Karen. Let's go, Brandon.
God damn.
Woo! When
That's some shit.
whenever I feel like we're not even there yet, but to close out the show, when we get to closing out the show, I almost feel like we got to do that again. And
We may have to do it.
I'll pull
Depending on
cards.
if I can play the guitar.
Do you remember the only one?
Yeah, it's the other shit.
Do you remember the chords at all?
Yeah. If
Dude.
that happens, I may end up getting my own guitar because it's only downstairs.
Oh yeah,
So I
that's
might as well
true.
just grab. I also have my electric upstairs, which I can grab and it would probably still pick up.
I think the upside down version would be better.
I can do that too.
1 hour and 46. Well, I almost feel like let's take another short break.
I would love another short break.
Let's take another short break.
Another short break.
We'll skip the rest of this Geek Love. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
And
We get it. She probably dates the fucking guy with the
Yeah.
fucking.
In fact,
the trans guy.
We'll fast forward for our own viewing for like 2 seconds if she dates anybody. Holy shit, her fucking house is a mess.
Oh!
She's talking about something.
Let's go shitting.
Yeah, she's talking about something.
She's like a little backwood shitting.
It looks like she maybe goes on a date with the other guy. Who gives a shit?
Who fucking shits? Alright. We'll fucking see you in a minute. Fucking do this shit already. God damn it.
Mother Nature's always calling. Weather comes from the mountains, fall onto you. From the air. When I look out my window, I see something that isn't there. The sun comes up to greet me on another summer day. When I look outside my window, I pray for it to go away. When the time comes back around, it the light. Summer ends and it's the same as when it began. 'Cause when I know that I'm alright, when the winter summer falls, when the winter comes down, yeah. It will grow. It will know that I know that you know. It just takes a while to come back, yeah. When I look out my window, I see the sun approaching, yeah. Sleep until the afternoon. When I get up, drive around for a couple of hours. Then I get back to town and I sleep for the next day. Do the same thing, yeah. Will it ever change? It's changing every day. Yeah, rocking. Sad faces to stun. I thought we were having fun. You blew it away. You ruined my day. Now I'm on my own. Yeah, I'm all alone. Is anyone home? Yeah, I'm all alone. You ripped up my heart right from the start. I was a target and you were the dart. Now I'm on my own. Yeah, I'm all alone. Is anyone home? Yeah, I'm all alone. met you, no, I've never really met you, no, I never really met you, no, I never really met you. Now I'm on my own.
Wait, is this?
Are we doing that one?
No, we're doing the other one first.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Break show. Gotta work 2 jobs. Rob and bank. Put food on the table. Gas in the tank. Fucking someday you'll know who's to blame. And I ain't gotta worry about none of that shit today. So let's go fishing. Let's go wishing on a star in the dark in the middle of the night. World's gone crazy and the shit ain't right. Let's go hiding, little backwards driving. It's all so fucked up, I can't stand it. Let's go Karen, let's go Brandon. Are we on to the second one?
It's a medley, motherfucker.
Oh shit. Yeah, you said the medley from the beginning. I'm the only one. Wait, is that how it starts?
That is how it starts.
Here, count me down 1, 2, 3. Count me down 1, 2, 3. No, start from the beginning of this shit.
I am. Wait. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready. Am I the only one here tonight? Shaking my head, saying something ain't right. Is it just me? Am I losing my mind? Am I standing on the edge of the end of time? Am I the only one? Tell me I'm not. Who thinks we're taking all the good we got, turning it bad? I'll be damned. I think I'm turning into my old man. Am I the only one willing to bleed? Take a bullet for being free. Screaming, what the fuck on my TV for telling me? Yeah, you're telling me. Am I the only one willing to fight for my love of the red and white and the blue? No statue in the ground, a statue coming down in a town near you, watching the threads of more glory come undone. Here we go, second verse. Am I the only one not brainwashed, making my way through the land of the lost, who still gives a shit, worries about his dick as they try to undo all the things he did. Am I the only one? Can't take no more screaming. If you don't like it, there's the fucking door. This ain't no freedom we've been fighting for. It was something more. Yeah, it was something more. Am I the only one willing to fight for my love of the red and white and the blue? On the blue, burning on the ground, with the statue coming down in a town near you. Watching the rays of old glory come undone. I'm not the only one. Yeah, I'm not the only one. I can't be the only one. I know I'm not the only one.
I think I'm gonna end on the C.
Okay.
I'm not the only
one.
Alright.
That honestly might be the best moment in the history of the Messed Up fucking podcast. Holy shit. I think that might have been the best moment in the entire history.
I think you're right.
Oh my god.
I can't wait to fucking hear that shit.
Holy shit, me neither. After that incredible performance, I don't know how we even have an encore for you, but here's our last video of the night. This is Dreamer Deceivers, a documentary about the court case between James Vance and his parents and Judas Priest, the band, over supposed backward satanic messaging in their music that caused a little backwoods hiding. It's all so fucked up, I can't stand it. Let's go, Karen. Let's go, Brandon. Alright, let's see the shit. This is gonna be fucked up, honestly. You guys are not ready. Oh my god! I'm sorry, it just hit me that we're watching this. I used to watch the shit out of this in high school.
Thank God.
And the fact that I found this and we're watching it now, it just hit me how insane this is. Let's go.
Points of view from America's independent filmmakers.
Hell yeah!
Next
Independent
on
filmmakers.
POV, heavy metal goes on trial.
Why do you think Raymond committed suicide that day?
I think he was affected by the music he was listening to.
Oh!
Subliminal.
That's,
These guys are like, fuck off.
those were members of Judas Priest.
I bet they were.
That's the singer of Judas Priest.
Dream Deceiver.
He's bald as shit.
In a case like this, though, it's always
Like a bald guy's gonna make someone kill themselves.
Dude, I know. Also, not to mention, Rob Halford, singer of Judas Priest, was gay as shit.
Oh shit, that's cool.
He was gay as fuck. In fact, the whole heavy metal style of leather and spikes and spike fed. The reason that started is because Judas Priest, one of the earliest full-on heavy metal bands that ever existed, one of the bands that helped invent and reinvent the metal genre, was fronted by Rob Halford, who was a gay man with shaved hair, and was like, because at first they were wearing 60s flowery like blouses and shit, and he had hair down to his knees. Then he shaved his fucking hair off and started going to quote-unquote Mr. S. Leather, a local store around him in England, a local like gay store, and getting all the BDSM spikes and leather shit and wearing it on stage. Then the rest of the band started too. Then every heavy metal band that ever existed followed suit.
That's cool, man.
So
see, it's all tied back to gay culture. It's awesome.
Literally. Like, I once had, like, a great uncle who had a dog who he named Halford because he loved Rob Halford and Judas Priest so much, but he was, like, virulently conservative and anti-gay.
That's my favorite shit.
And he just didn't know. So he named his dog Halford because he was like, yeah, Judas Priest is badass. It's like, I'm sorry, biker man, but the whole Judas Priest deal, as well as all heavy metal, was inspired by literally gay subculture.
Literally.
difficult because you've got the image of heavy metal against you.
I would like to also mention that this is during 1990 when Judas Priest was on their motherfucking Painkiller tour, the heaviest, most metal album they ever fucking made. And don't get that twisted. This is when Judas Priest was fucking kicking ass. So this kid shot himself in the face and tried to blame them for it. Fuck him. He couldn't handle the metal.
Major funding
enough.
for POV has been provided by the John D. and Catherine T. MacArthur
Oh,
Foundation
fuck those guys.
to increase public awareness of
Fuck 'em.
independent film
The John
and video.
D. and Catherine T. Foundation sounds like a
The
bunch
National
of bullshit.
Endowment for the Arts.
National
the
Endowment for the
Corporation
Arts.
Public Broadcasting,
Obviously, you don't give a shit
and by
about
the
arts if you're
financial
going to try and
support
take
of
down a bunch
viewers
of artists.
like you.
Viewers like you.
David Van Taylor.
Who fucking cares about this guy?
Yeah,
I first read
seriously.
about the court case of James Vance versus Judas Priest.
Who's this
in a
guy?
small item in Variety.
This is the director,
and I
apparently,
thought it
is
was
what they
one of the
just
most
said.
Oh my
ridiculous
God.
things I'd ever read.
Pause this shit.
And
This motherfucker. Look at this motherfucker. This guy's going to be like, fuck this guy. I can't even look at this motherfucker.
We gotta keep going. And I'm good on the pumpkin cigarette for now.
I'm hitting this shit hard.
And I thought it was an example of what has turned out to be a widespread trend in America, which is that people have a hard time taking responsibility for their own actions and feeling that they have power over
This
their
guy
own
has
lives.
hard
The
responsibility
more I
taking
worked on it, the more I saw it
fucking
as
responsibility for his own actions.
The
This
thi-
guy made a shitty documentary. He should
No.
take responsibility for that.
The fucked up part is he actually made a great documentary.
Oh shit.
What he's saying right here is he's like, I went to the James Vance versus Judas Priest story expecting to get some sort of story, but what I actually ended up finding was that it's a story about personal responsibility and people
Oh,
refusing
shit.
to take responsibility for their actions. That's
Oh,
what he
shit.
just
Maybe
said.
I'm not listening to him at all. Maybe I'm just making fun of this motherfucker for no good reason.
No, I get it, because he looks goofy. He looks like George Costanza with AIDS. Like,
Oh shit. I was expecting this guy to fucking suck.
no, apparently he's cool. It's
Okay.
just-
I'll let it slide just this once, man. You better watch out. Next time I start dissociating and just hating you depending on how you look, you better watch out.
Seriously, look out, motherfuckers.
story about teenagers. And the more I got inside the head of the teenagers. And in the end, I tried to make a movie that conveyed their feelings and their point of view. And I think that's what gives it the power, the emotional power that it has.
Rock on.
This program is a co-presentation with KNPB.
Reno 911 with Nick
The following
Swartzen.
program contains material which some viewers may find.
Honestly, everybody in our audience who's watching this episodes, take this warning into account. It's not just some 1990 bullshit. It really is a good warning for this episode too.
Disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Here we go.
Jeez.
Actual police footage, by the way.
Okay, whereabouts was the shooting?
Right in my backyard.
Is anybody hurt?
It looks like there's two bodies. I didn't want to go over and look.
How many shots did you hear?
Two loud bangs, and I went out there, and there's two things smoldering on the ground, and it's dark.
Recording party advising two bodies.
Just before Christmas 1985, James Vance and Ray Belknap, shitty last name, shot themselves with a 12-gauge shotgun. Their families blamed heavy metal band Judas Priest, claiming a recorded subliminal command, "Do it," had mesmerized their son. So that's what this documentary is about, is the parents of these kids suing Judas Priest because it's quote-unquote their fault.
No shit.
Yeah. So this is some shit. There's going to be... I can almost... not even almost. I can 100% guarantee you guys there are going to be some rants over the course of this viewing.
Fair enough.
Engine 2 is behind the church, inside of the park.
And these are all the real calls.
Engine 2 police officer on scene advising we have two subjects on the ground. He heard 2 shots. There's 2 things smoldering on the ground. He thinks they may be bodies. In the Lutheran churchyard. Oh, great. He says there are definitely bodies.
This is the police footage, literally. It looks like a goddamn snuff film.
Basically is.
Basically is. Yeah, you're right. God damn. There's their IDs. Oh.
2912, 12,912. Southwest 08, 1701.
It's going to be another hot, dry one in the Reno area. Here's some
Damn.
Judas.
It's hot and dry in the Reno area.
Yeah, and this is a radio broadcast the next day. The most fucked up thing that I feel like gives this documentary the most atmosphere is that it's chock full of just Judas Priest songs from all of their eras on the soundtrack. And that gives it a haunting thing, at least for me, because they play a lot of 70s Judas Priest, and 70s Judas Priest fucking rules. And they play so much of it, and it's like, this is incredible. But the atmosphere, it's like, I don't know. I think this is the perfect documentary. In my mind, this is the best documentary ever made, bar none.
Priest to help you get through the day.
Such a great song. Anymore. It's mine.
Dude, if you listen to this shit and it makes you want to kill yourself, you're fucking stupid.
You're a fucking idiot. Stained Glass, the album. I have it on tape.
This is the kind of shit that keeps you alive, man.
Seriously. It's so good. Judas Priest rules. In my mind. And this is from the album that they killed themselves to, supposedly. Look at all the supporters! Hell yeah! That's how you should be reacting to Judas Priest music, not shooting yourself in the head with a shotgun. If you're doing that, there's probably other things going on in your life, which the world should be
It has
sympathetic
nothing to do with these guys making rock and roll music.
Literally. Woo! Hey, there's the singer himself. Out in the audience with the fucking fans. King, one of the biggest heavy metal bands ever. One of the inventors of the genre, straight up. Inventors / perfectors. Oh, here we go.
My hardest rebellion with James was when he listened to Judas Priest.
Buddy, listen to Judas Priest. This gospel honestly kind of rocks. But these people are cringe.
In Proverbs,
She does seem like she's
bring
kinda
up your
rocking the
child in the
stage.
ways of the Lord,
But that
so he will not depart from
guy
it when
behind
he
the
is
fucking
old.
podium.
Yeah.
I don't know when I lost him.
Also, this is the mom of the main
Phyllis
interviewee.
Vance.
Phyllis. You know she's bad when her name's Phyllis.
Yeah.
Also, warning, incoming. The guy who shot his face off's face.
On its way. Pause the shit for a second. Because I'm taking some time before that face shows up. But I also wanted to say that it's like, and like, I don't know, I'm going to be honest. I don't know the intention of the filmmaker, honestly, too much. Because I wasn't paying attention to the shit he was saying.
That's fair.
But I'm going to say this. it's like they're like, all this shit happened, and it's because of this rock and roll, and it immediately cuts to the church. And the first feeling I got when I saw this church was, man, this church is probably why these kids killed themselves.
Oh my lord. I agree 100%. If that ain't the goddamn truth.
Shit, are you opening up DoorDash?
Yeah, I'm trying to get some milk because I have a bunch of boxes of mac and cheese and butter and no milk. But let's keep watching this shit. That's you guys' just warning. Like, guy with face shot off is coming soon.
Okay, I'm getting ready.
Get ready.
You have some problems
Get
if your heart's
ready.
been broken.
Because here I
You have some
come.
emotional distress.
We're about
He
to get
says,
into
"Come,
20, 30
the
minutes
only
to
way
get
you'll
ready
be
here.
healed is by
I agree. And this and this old lady, by the way, is the guy's mom.
Yeah, I get it. Phil's fans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Here he is. Wait till
Oh.
look at this guy, dude. This this guy shot his fucking face off, supposedly because of Judas Priest, and he's being involved in this trial. But more information will come out about this guy later on in the documentary that's honestly going to shock you guys. So on one hand, I feel bad for him, but on the other hand, like, fuck him. On the other hand, the doctors couldn't do better than this.
Yeah. That's surprising.
He looks like one of the cogs from the Looney Tunes computer game.
He looks like fucking a stack of bologna.
He does, and I don't mean to make fun of him, but he's half a piece of shit, half a tragic figure.
I come to visit this place every so often.
This is where he shot himself, by the way.
And
I can't believe I used to constantly get stoned in high school and watch this with all of my friends. That's really fucked up now that I think about it.
Jesus.
talk to Ray like a dead person. I don't expect an answer.
No shit.
Then I do tell him what's on my heart, still.
Rest in peace, Ray, I guess.
Man, there's some fucking doctors in Hollywood who could have done a lot better than this guy.
Dude.
Like, it's because this guy probably lives in the middle of fucking butt-fuck nowhere, and they're like, I'll fucking know how to do that shit. Like, get this kid to California.
I think you're 100% right about that. He lives in the middle of fucking
Reno,
back swamp
and
nothing.
like we're talking like 1990s Reno. It's not built up yet.
No, he's
get
in
this guy to get him to Hollywood. Holy shit.
He's in backwater ass town.
They'll make him look like fucking Andrew Garfield. I don't fucking know.
Mark Hamill got in a really fucked up car accident that really messed his face up, and they still put him back
He
together.
still looks like
Kept
Mark
him clean.
Hamill.
Literally. Like, goddamn, dude, it's your parents' fault. It's your parents' fault you look like this now. It's your parents' fault that you put the gun in your mouth to begin with.
Call certain people murderers.
A band of... He's about to say Judas Priest. He's about to basically say that they're basically the ones who murdered his friend. I'm sorry. I know you look like fucking Frankenstein's monster. I'm sorry. That's crazy. The thing that leads you to fucking shoot your face
I
off
gotta be real, man.
is probably tragic.
I'm looking
But
at
you
this shit
can't
right
tell.
now.
You can't say this.
I'm looking at this shit right now. And we watched so much puppet shit in the last fucking, like, month. But this doesn't look any different. I keep forgetting that this is real life. Holy shit, look at this guy.
You think it's Peppermint Park?
Dude, this shit looks like fucking Peppermint Park if I've ever seen it. Holy shit, look at this guy. Oh shit, I can see where the hand is.
I don't even mean to laugh, but I'd like to call some people murderers, people who play music. Look, you shot yourself in the goddamn head. It's obviously your parents' fault, which we'll come to it later. Name them. Don't try and sue Judas Priest for money and then go on the side of your parents. For what? You got nothing. Fuck your parents.
I feel that they murdered Ray. 'Cause 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 I I just wish it never happened.
I'm sure you do.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah, seriously.
Because Ray got lucky.
Ray did get lucky. And now here's the trial of a goddamn heavy metal band that had nothing to do with this shit. You dragged these fucking poor guys into it who just wanted to rock out and make music.
Literally.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please.
When they were in the studio recording the album, like they're like, yeah, two guys in fucking Reno are gonna shoot their fucking heads off.
Yeah.
They weren't thinking about that. They were like, oh, I fucking was playing this riff in my room the other night. It was like, I was fucking sitting there, and I'm like, oh yeah, that shit's fucking banging.
Yeah,
and they're like, yeah, let's fucking rock around that for a fuck second.
Yeah.
And then they fucking did.
And then they did.
And that's the end of it.
And
they weren't thinking about two fucking guys from Reno getting ready to blow their brains out because their fucking parents didn't fucking, like, hug them enough or something else.
No, and what's fucked up is that's one of the things that the parents are going to say that they actually did do on purpose. Ugh.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it's a nightmare.
Seated. Just to make sure that we're together, there is nothing in the music, the sound effects, or the lyrics that is actionable because they are constitutionally protected. What is on trial is whether there are subliminal messages present, and if so...
Subliminal messages! What kind of shit is that? How does something like that get taken to court in all honesty and not get completely laughed out of existence?
I'm laughing it out of existence right now. It's fucking stupid.
It's fucking ridiculous,
But
man.
it was the fucking early 90s and people are fucking stupid.
People are fucking
like
dumb.
they are now.
Dumb as shit at this moment in time.
Effect upon the
Just
listener.
like they were back then.
The
It's almost like
evidence in this
people
case
have always been
will show
stupid.
that on December 23rd,
If you look at history, everyone's a
1985,
fucking idiot.
Raymond Belknap
Almost like that.
Damn straight, if you ask me.
with this shotgun.
Oh my god.
Yeah, let me
placed
pull out
it
the
under
gun.
his chin and pulled the trigger.
Okay, great emotional appeal to try and get these people to fucking be like, oh my god, I feel so bad for the parent. The parent's here now. I get it. You do feel bad for somebody whose kid shot their fucking head off and is dead.
But it's not the fucking band's fault.
It's not the band's fault. You feel bad for that person, and you may feel bad for the thing that leads them here to the trial to try and convince you that it's the band's fault. You may feel bad for that, but you know what you shouldn't feel bad for? The fact that the person didn't overcome these obstacles to take care of their fucking child and ended up fucking them up. What is up, Boogie
Yeah,
Jules?
what's up, Boogle
Boogle Jugles?
Boogie Jules.
Boogie
Up in the
Jugles.
comments, Boogle Jewing up the blaze. I
Here's-
can't talk. Let's pretend like I didn't say Boogle Jewing.
Boogle Jugles. Here's the shotgun they shut their fucking heads off with.
Jesus.
Great. Thanks.
Ending his young life of 18 years.
He ended it.
That thereafter, his best friend, James Vance, picked up the same gun.
Same
Now
gun.
greasy and slippery.
Yeah, look at the mom
raised blood.
feigning fucking
And he
feelings
placed it
over
under
this.
his
It's
chin.
your fault, bitch!
It is
He
her
indicates
fault.
his original intention was to put the barrel in his mouth and pull
You
the
shoulda.
trigger.
Yeah,
Had he
or
done
like
that,
under the chin.
We would not be
Yeah.
in court
Through.
because we would not have James
That's
Vance
how you gotta do it.
tell us what caused
But
this
what
suicide.
do I know about that?
They live in a hauntingly beautiful land, a wilderness of endless rolling steps.
This motherfucker just gotta sit there and play. I bet when he takes a drink, it's like spills all over him.
Like a skeleton in the goddamn cartoons.
I'll take what I always have.
The hardest thing we found with James is when he first started to be able to eat. There are a lot of things he can't eat
No shit.
because of not having enough teeth.
No shit.
He doesn't eat in front of people because he uses one finger and one tooth that's on the bottom out of his 2 teeth.
Makes sense enough. Should really be talking about him while he's right there like that.
Maybe you can make him smoothies.
They had been best friends.
Maybe you could just drink it.
I would
It'd be
even
easier for him
say
instead of making him
brothers.
eat
They
solid
prob-
food all the time.
Damn straight. This is what this guy looked like, by the way, before
Yeah.
this. He was looking like a member of fucking Allman Brothers.
Yeah, this guy looks like he's a fucking member of the fucking Little River band.
confided more in
This
each
guy
other.
fucking plays in Firefall.
Dude, this guy's
He's
in
like,
the Outlaws for sure.
Just remember I love you.
I
and
love
it'll
you,
be
baby.
alright. Well, I love you.
Than anybody else. It was a time when boys don't share with their mother what's going on with them.
No, not with a mother that they can't talk to begin with.
It's a picture of Raymond, his sophomore year in high school.
There's Ray,
last
the
year.
kid who didn't live.
He was 16 years old. It's the last school picture that I have.
Last pic,
Big
huh?
smile.
You just keep it up on the wall for him to look at every day.
There were no signs, and I do know what you're talking about. Depression, change in appetite, all these things. There were no signs. There were none.
I'm sure.
I'm sure they weren't.
He didn't give away any of his things. He didn't. None
It's
of
crazy.
None of the.
Dude, you can tell, and it gets into it later. Both these sets of parents start telling us about the home lives of these young men. So we're going to learn what all this is supposed to mean. And needless to say, look, you can be a sympathetic... You know, I won't even say it now. I'll wait till it comes up later. Let's
signs
go.
that are supposed to be there.
Is that the letter and photograph you received from James Vance?
Yes.
And what caused you to have a opinion about why your son committed suicide?
This is what James said made him do it. I had to believe him. He was still here to talk to me.
Would you tell me what it says?
It says, I believe that alcohol and heavy metal music, such as Judas Priest, led us or even mesmerized us into believing the answer to life.
I've been getting blackout drunk and listened to Judas Priest since the beginning of time, and I ain't shot my fucking face off, I'll say that much.
Was death.
Why do you think Raymond committed suicide that day?
I think he was affected by the music he was listening to.
I'm sure he was. Yeah, I'm sure he was affected by the music he was listening to. Let me go fucking listen to Toto's Africa and then end up in the fucking jungle throwing spears to kill fucking jaguars with my bare hands and getting my fucking neck ripped out. Oh, I think he did that because he listened to the goddamn song. No, I was obviously a fucking lunatic to begin with.
Fair enough.
And that's probably based on the personal situation. I'm not going to spoil it even still here.
Wow.
But you can tell in these early stages by the ways the parents are talking, just the fact that they're blaming music for a horrific action that a kid did to themselves shows a lack of personal responsibility. Dude, and this song is The Lawmaker by Black Sabbath. Everybody listens to Black Sabbath and thinks it's all Ozzy solo shit. Ooh. Well, guess what? One day in high school, I'm watching this documentary and I hear that song. I'm like, that song's incredible. What is that? I fucking do the app that tells you what song it is, and it says it's called The Lawmaker by Black Sabbath. And I'm like, that's not Ozzy. I ain't never fucking heard Black Sabbath sound like this before. What the hell is this? It's a whole late 80s and 90s era that nobody knows about. But in this documentary, you know who is a fucking real one? Rob Halford, the singer of Judas Priest. Because he's listening to Black Sabbath at this time, and he's saying, this is fucking awesome. And it was. So he knew before any of us, and he taught me. And now all those albums are getting remastered this year because so many people love them. So another point for Judas Priest being the real goats of all existence. Hit me with it.
10 minutes.
He's evil and mysterious. Damn it. I guess the fact that it goes to Judas Priest ain't that bad, though.
The boys are rocking.
They're rocking! They're breaking the law!
Judas Priest was his favorite band. He went out and bought studs to mimic Rob Halford. He went to their concert. Came home highly excited that he even saw him in person.
Yeah, no shit. He was probably sheltered from liking anything.
That's fair.
The first thing he gets to go witness in person is this band.
Like, wow.
A band that rocks harder than he
Yeah.
could ever imagine. Like, of course he's gonna go home fucking coming.
True.
I didn't like it. It made
And
me
she
uneasy,
didn't
it
like
made me
it.
uncomfortable.
Of course she
His
didn't.
behavior would change.
I was crazy. I was sad looking
I wonder if maybe you supported it.
Literally.
What
we
if
would
you
constantly
Oh
fight. He
my
said,
god.
Did you understand
And now they got a fucking piece of cheese on his forehead.
what he said? He said,
They
"Look,
literally do.
He's got a big gaping hole in the middle of his goddamn cranium, and they put a piece of cheese over it. They put a fucking ripped up post-it note.
They fucked this guy up. I'm gonna be real. Like, okay. This guy probably got fucked up, obviously. Like, no question about it. But you're telling me that you couldn't have taken him. It's one state away.
Literally.
You could have gone to Cali and gotten some good ass treatment.
Seriously.
They would have made him look like, I'm telling you, man, this motherfucker would have come out there looking like fucking Harry Styles.
You would have walked out the gate looking like fucking Harry Styles meets fucking Poor Education.
Yeah, dude.
back now, the music would almost drive you crazy.
Drive you crazy.
Well, yeah, it did. I wanted to climb the walls. I couldn't stand it. And his behavior would just change. He would become real rebellious.
Is this dude
He
still
would
alive?
Defy.
No.
Rest in peace.
And we're gonna find out at the end of this documentary, actually, we're gonna find out why he ended up dying for real this time.
authority. And it wouldn't matter whether it was our home or what. He was going to do what he wanted.
The prosecution of alleged...
No shit, he should have been allowed to do what he wanted, but besides not hurting people. Sounds like all he wanted to do before that was listen to music. If he's not killing people or murdering people, who gives a shit? And if you're gonna give a shit like he is doing that, well, guess what? He's gonna fucking shoot himself. And then you're gonna be stuck looking face to face with your own fucking failure every day. And what are you gonna do? Sue the fucking projection of your own insecurities as such a failing parent. Fuck you, honestly.
For real.
You're a piece of fucking trash. And fuck me for not being able to make this thing play.
Judas and tried to paint this picture of drug-crazed Satan worshippers, and nothing could be further than the truth. It's absolutely ridiculous and bizarre. And people just don't appreciate that, you know, we're humans with feelings like everybody else, and we don't all sing about love. You know, I mean, 99.9% of the top 40 in America at any given moment is about love, you know, and we feel that we're a bit more intellectual than that. I think a lot of people can understand, you know, the feeling of isolation and the feeling of frustration that living in the modern world can give you.
I mean, I understand it. I like love songs as much as the next guy, but I understand what he's saying still. Oh, this guy's great. This is just some random ass teenager. And he's listening to some more great ass Judas Priest. Also, my thing is, this is 1990, 1991, 92. Why are all these motherfuckers listening to the Judas Priest songs from 1978?
Because it rocks.
Fair enough, I guess. And he's singing along.
This guy's kind of cool. He's just listening to his music, driving his truck.
Literally.
Vibe. And I would like to add, that's a fucking cover of a Spooky Tooth song.
Oh,
and
shit.
Spooky Tooth goes fucking hard. if you don't know about them.
Damn. Yeah, you're right. Shit. That's fucking Black Hole Sun.
Now, I've listened to Judas Priest since I was about 11 years old in a group home. Actually, about 12 years old when they sent me away to this first youth center. My brother bought me a Judas Priest album for Christmas, Sad Wings of Destiny. You know, there's some bands that sing about drugs and suicide. Because that's what the kids like to hear nowadays. That's what they buy. I've, like, put a gun up to my head, but just never, you know. So I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't figure out an easy enough way to do it where I wouldn't have to feel it.
As a family, did you do...
See, this guy sounds like a guy who's got a lot of internal problems, who's gone through some hard times and trauma in his life, and never shot himself in the face and had him and his parents blame Judas Priest for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I feel bad for this guy. I want to give some help. I hope he has a wife and a kid, and he's doing just fine and is still listening to Judas Priest. But, we're blasting it.
We're blasting it.
Yes, we went fishing. We took him to Disneyland when he was younger. Knott's Berry Farm.
Knott's Berry
We
Farm.
went camping. When we lived in Oakland, we went to the zoo quite often up there.
I bet you did.
I bet you
We
did.
had picnics.
Picnic.
School carnivals. And
Woo.
just normal family activities.
What was your kind of music?
Western, the old 50s.
Aww.
I was used to some of the music my dad used to play, classicals.
These guys are like, oh,
Like the
jeez.
Singing Nun.
Yeah,
the
no
Grand
shit.
This
Canyon,
bitch,
Around the
she
World
probably
in
listens
80
to the
Days.
worst shit. She probably doesn't even listen to Marty Robbins, which at least
No.
kind of rocks.
She loves Merle Haggard.
This bitch listens. She wouldn't even listen to Merle Haggard. She probably listens to fucking. I don't even fucking know. Someone we couldn't even comprehend. Like some old ass fuck. Who
Some
sucks
old
so
fucking
bad.
bastard.
Pre-conscious stimulation or something on it. We found out what the message is underneath.
Pre-conscious stimulation. You gotta love how these assholes were trying to make something stick with satanic shit. This is like the fall of super religious ideas and people taking it too far and trying to sue bands for bullshit that's obviously not true. And the human gut and intelligence, the human fucking, like, feeling that you get, which is the closest thing there possibly is to the soul, much closer to anything that some words on a piece of paper that you don't relate to at all say, says that this is wrong.
Woo! That song rocks!
Yeah, dude. Making them sing in person.
Better by you, better than me. That song is fucking so good.
This is the song that the guy said made him kill himself.
Really?
Yeah.
Then they should be suing Spooky too.
That's just my style.
Is there some...
They should be.
They should be.
that
They're asking him now, the inflection you sing it, did you sing that in a certain way? Or, like, did you plan it out meticulously? Or is that just how you sing? And he's like, that's just kind of my style, I guess. Like, because they're trying to say you did backwards messaging where your inflection in the song has nothing to do with music theory and has everything to do with the way that being played backwards would convince two people to kill themselves because it vaguely says do it, which could be applied to anything. Nike says do it. If I go shoot my head off in the local fucking playground, is Nike gonna get sued for $1 million by my parents because do it made me do it? Fuck no! That's idiocy.
has for the aesthetics of the song?
It's just the works performed, you know, the emotion involved and the feeling that you give out when you're singing it.
Are there subliminal duets on the Better By You, Better Than Me song?
Absolutely not.
They're making them listen to it in a public court, man.
That rocks.
I mean,
I wish I was in the audience. Dude, if they took me in the fucking... And then they fucking pulled up on Audacity and flip it backwards.
Just be like...
I'd love that shit. I'd be like, woo, this rocks. And the guys are there and they're just like... They're like, sing the song. He's like, but about you better than me. I'd be like, fuck, this is awesome. And this fucking bitch-ass lady's like, didn't you say do it? And he's like, no, I didn't.
They're playing backwards. The judge is like, this is dumb as shit.
For real.
They're trying to prove that what we just heard backwards says do it.
Specifically in the Stained Class album. Now, attorneys came to court today fully armed with computers and high-tech equipment to make their points. There were quite a few spectators in the courtroom, and we asked them if, in fact, they did hear the do it, or the so-called subliminal messages on the recordings.
James would do that to me. I mean, he'd insist I sit down and listen to this garbage music by Judas Priest.
Jesus, judging the shit out of your son.
I didn't understand.
For real.
And then get mad because I
Bullshit.
wouldn't agree with him.
It's bullshit.
And say, you don't know what you're talking about, and walk out. He got to where I didn't have any authority. He had no respect for me. He treated me badly.
You treated him badly.
Seriously.
Get over yourself, lady.
This chick is a cunt.
There's more to life than country music. And you know what? Country music can really rock, especially that old shit. But you know what? If you're gonna act like heavy metal music is based off of rock and roll, which is based off of the blues, which is based off of country music, fuck you. It's all fucking music. Get over yourself.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. You cunt.
Seriously, I hate that shit. It pisses me off. I'm fucking tired of these old ass.
This is what I can't understand, is the stereotyping of people saying that the music's making you do things.
There's a band called Suicidal Tendencies. Have you guys heard Suicidal Tendencies?
Of course, bro. Suicidal.
Listen to their
For
shit
life.
forward. Their shit.
Oh yeah.
Their music forward.
I guess the
is
guy
pretty heavy.
in this documentary would know about that.
I got suicidal tendencies, but I can't kill myself. I went into a rifle store, bought myself a gun. I pointed it at my head, but I couldn't get the job done. I'm a suicidal failure. I've got to have some help. I got suicidal tendencies, but I can't kill myself.
That's a great song.
So, I don't know.
Suicidal Tendency, a fucking cholo hardcore punk thrash band that sings about wanting to fucking shoot yourself in the head.
Suicide Pact.
One of the greatest
When he
bands
was
ever made,
trading for
goddammit.
better. He had come back to the Lord, as we say, and was reading his Bible. And that's, that's where I get the reference, he was quoting these albums, these songs of scripture.
You finally got to manipulate your kid because you fucking gaslighted him into feeling that him shooting himself in the face was a dishonor to you, so now you can manipulate him to try and sue a band for a ton of money because you were too lazy to go off and get off your ass, do yourself, and support your goddamn child.
Roast her
Great
ass.
for you, you fucking old bitch.
This guy's smoking.
I'm glad you got nothing, because that's what you deserve. You didn't even deserve the fucking... The happiness of having a child on this earth. You should have been sterilized at birth, you whore! She's not actually...
I kind of agree.
She's not actually a whore, but I'm in to talk shit. And a sleazy-ass lawyer like this who's gonna wear a button-down sleeveless shirt in his fucking office. I'm glad he didn't get shit for this either. I hope he fucked you out of your money and he also made no money in return.
He didn't want to be there to raise him.
He probably lost a lot of money.
Okay.
Good. Fuck
I hope
him.
so.
I hope so too.
Same
Fuck that
time
guy.
From the beginning. If she says something I don't want her getting into, I'll object. And if I don't want it answered, I'll be jumping up and objecting. Okay? Otherwise,
Why wouldn't you want her answering it? Oh, maybe it's because you don't have a comeback because your client's exactly fucking guilty. Great strategy. Everyone can see through you, you fucking pinprick piece of shit.
I used those words in a deposition, yes.
And you have been told by school authorities.
He's sweating.
That he had a history of antisocial behavior.
Doesn't antisocial mean you have no friends?
Oh,
Your
my
son was expelled
God.
from Reed for fighting, wasn't he, Mrs. Vance?
Yes, he was.
And he had
disciplinary problems in school from the early years, as you testified this morning, with fighting and assaultive behavior.
Every time James got in trouble in school,
Solon
I was right
Fullstone
there. I
over
was
here.
supportive.
Dude.
I'm sorry, I'm just taken back
was
by
there to
her.
find out
She's
what the
spitting
details
straight
were,
facts,
to
man.
understand what was going on, and to take action where action
Oh
needed
shit,
to be
somebody's puking.
Someone died back there. Someone's like, they died.
Here's Vance's mom.
And did he get in some sort of trouble with the authorities for that?
Where's Solon?
They came out to the house and took the gun away.
I think
What
there's
other
two separate
brushes
deals.
with the law?
Who the fuck is this guy? Bring Solon back.
He stole some money from an employer, and he got on a bus, him and another boy, and went to Oklahoma.
See ya.
Damn, peace.
Why did he go to Oklahoma? If you
That's a
know?
good question.
Dude, Rob Halford
His
looks bored as
natural father
shit.
I'd be bored as shit.
Show him for a sec. He's like, this
Stole
dumb
a pair of
cunt.
sunglasses from Skaggs one time. Got caught. Everything he ever did, he got caught. Major things. There was nothing. I mean, these things were serious, but they aren't. You know, there's not. You're not really talking like armed robbery or murder, or drugs, or.
Okay, then how serious were they?
They were minor. I never.
You just said they were serious.
When they happened, considered them that important.
My mom, well, we're close, but I can't really talk to her about anything. I don't feel comfortable talking to her about anything. I mean, I haven't had the best family life. I've fucked up a lot of things in my family. Ripped off my parents, my brother, shit like that. But the things I've done have been my fault, not my family's.
Damn straight.
Do you think your family coached you along and helped you? Like, say, when I was growing up, my mom never had the heart enough to kick me out of the house, you know, to put me out and show me what it was like. She always said, you know, if you do it again, you know, I'm going to throw you out. You know, I'd steal money from her, you know. The next day she would go down, she'd buy me cigarettes, you know, or she'd give me money for gas to get to work.
That sounds a little abusive.
I know.
Or at least enabling.
I tried to be strict on him, not to let him just run wild, but not to be over strict.
Straight.
Because I know, being raised up in a family of 14 children, there was a lot of unnecessary whippings that we got from our father.
Whipping.
And I didn't want to do that. When he
Okay.
was 13, he was glassy-eyed. I said, what are you taking? And he says, I'm not taking anything. So I took my belt off.
Whoa.
And he says, wait a minute, Dad. And he says, I'm too old for you to spank. You're not going to spank me. And the first time that I remember, and I think the last time I remember really hitting him with my fist.
Whoa.
I just hauled off and hit him, punched him 2 or 3 times with my fist.
That's abusive.
And he told his friend, he says, I'll never smoke another joint as long as I live. You know, scared him. Because he did admit after I hit him a couple of times that him and his friend had gotten a marijuana joint from somewhere and went out in the field and smoked it.
Oh yeah, beat the shit out of your kid for smoking a joint after saying you're not gonna punish him as much for the childhood you grew up in. Oh, I'm gonna hit him with my fist a couple times and then me and my wife are gonna laugh. But we're not abusive. It's this music that he was into. Well, I'm sorry to break it to you, but you know whose fault it is that he shot himself in the face? Probably yours.
Yeah, probably the guy who fucking beat him to shit, not the fucking guys who are somewhere in a recording studio making a fucking rock and roll album, minding their own business.
For smoking a joint out of all the bad things they could have done. They smoked a joint?
Seriously.
He's like,
Jesus.
I beat the shit out of that little bitch because he was smoking a joint. Fuck him.
Jesus. I can fucking take this shit. It's killing me. That's cute, dog. Oh!
Cheese!
And I'd have a couple
Post-it
friends
note.
over and turn up the music a little bit. And then
That's
I'd
some
have to
fucking-
buy me a liquor.
That's like American
And
cheese,
I'd-
like
I'd
that's
move
like
down to this
fucking
house
that plastic
about
like
5
fake ass
times
American
of
cheese shit,
arguments
you know.
over music.
Literally.
I mean, it wasn't
All right.
over drugs, it
Take
wasn't
over this
over
shit for a
alcohol,
second. I'll be right back.
Oh shit.
So
Oh
I'm
no.
Watch where we at.
Been a while.
I kind of had to rely on my friends a lot back then. Back when I had good friends.
Damn.
Hey, Mom, thanks for kicking me out of the fucking house, bitch! I gotta be up at 9. That's messed up. I gotta be up at 9. You gotta be up. I gotta be in my
This shit's crazy. I don't know. Early 90s Reno, like these young Reno kids.
And let's go watch
Who the fuck are these
TV
guys? Like really?
5 nights a week
Like,
and go
fuck
on in the
this guy. Yeah, he
weekends to
works
a
5 nights a
local
week.
bar.
Yeah, no shit. You work 5 days a week. So does everyone else. Jesus, big fucking deal.
He had one job sorting mail. He had a job at Burger King. He had a job at Wendy's that he walked out on after the first day.
I walk out on.
He had a
Wendy's
job
shop. That sounds
cleaning
like
office
garbage.
buildings after they were
I like
closed.
eating Wendy's.
I
It's
think
like
he got 2 or 3
good,
paychecks
shitty
and
fast
decided
food,
he didn't
but,
want to do it anymore.
You know,
He worked for Sierra Sids
don't
to
act like someone
clean the
walking out on
trucks
Wendy's
until he
shop
got
is
acid all over him, and then he decided, well, that was too risky. He just felt like if he didn't want to work a job, he'd
This guy
quit and
just
go
was
to another one.
depressed and suicidal.
I had a very vivid memory of me walking from my home to
missing
school
the
when I
point.
was
Today, with every step that I take, who's willing to shit?
It's about a mile or 2 mile walk from my home to school. And each day I had to
Shit
walk
all
past one of
day
these
and
big
night.
melting
And the
iron
blue.
metalwork factories,
Sucking dick, saying my shit ain't right. in
That
the
shit ain't right.
And you could actually taste it, you know, all the smoke and all the metal. You could actually taste it as you walk past this building. And I did that back and forth until I left school at 16.
Every one of us, where we lived, could hear what they used to have big steam hammers in the Midlands. That they used to, the molten metal used to come out and they used to pound it into shape.
Watch
These
out.
massive steam hammers, and it's a sound that I mean I can hear it now.
You can hear it now.
I don't know what we'd be doing if we hadn't
These
gone through
British
that,
ass fucks.
that type of environment. It's bizarre to think
Probably
what we
working
could have
it,
been
working
doing,
it
yeah.
on still.
Your husband.
That I've heard before comes from a longer story about how Judas Priest grew up in schools right next to all these industrial plants in Britain and walking home through concrete. So they're always here in the metalwork factories, which is the only thing that when you were from Birmingham that you were probably ever going to do is work in the local town factories down the street. And I've heard Rob Halford say before that he feels like maybe some of that metal got into his blood, and that's why he became a metal musician.
Whoa, fucking metal ass motherfucker.
Is he not?
My husband had a drinking problem and went to AA.
Yeah, I'm sure he's cured in fucking 10 minutes. You can't be fucking getting hammered out of your goddamn
Yeah, it
mind and
sounds
doing
like he was
horrific
really
acts.
fucking sound of mind when he was beating your son.
Seriously. My thing is, like, you can't be getting hammered and doing horrific acts 1 week, and the next week you stop, and all of a sudden you and everyone around you is a moral authority on people who do that kind of shit. You were just doing it fucking last Tuesday,
No
Jack.
shit.
Quit it out.
Vance also has a gambling problem, does he not?
He did have a gambling problem.
I'm sure he
And your
did,
husband
and it's
sometimes
all
gambled
gone
away
now
his
because it's
entire
been
pension.
1 week. Because he got caught.
Mr. Vance also physically abused you, at least during the earlier years of your marriage.
Sheesh.
Isn't that true?
That was within the first 2 years, yes.
Damn.
You wouldn't
Sounds
be
like a great
surprised
guy.
if your son told psychiatrist after psychiatrist
Yeah, I think this
that he
lady's
had an
husband
unhappy
fucking
childhood
sucks.
because of the substance abuse problem.
And I'm sympathetic to women in abusive relationships, but there is a certain point also where I feel like if you have a kid and you're putting your kid into that sort of scenario, like, at a certain point you have somewhat of a decision to not let shit slide. Which one is that? Yeah, this is America right here, baby. Am I the only one here tonight? Shaking my head, saying something ain't right. Is it just me? I'm losing my mind.
I forget the chords. Anyways, let's keep this going.
We'll do that later.
Yeah.
We'll do that to close
I'll
out
pull
the
it back
show.
In the house and other problems.
But that's how I'm feeling.
I'm feeling
James made extremes out of some situations.
Big deal. You had a drinking problem at one time. You're no longer drinking. How many people do have drinking problems? How many people do have drug problems? I mean, look at the lawyers.
A lot of people.
And some of the...
A lot of people who beat their kids and abuse
Especially
their
back
families. And partners, especially back then.
blue-collar workers, they
I
call
like
them,
cum.
office workers that have drug
Cum.
habits worse than
Come.
the junkies.
I'm talking about that.
Yeah, but they're not on trial. You know, I want to defend myself and you as well.
He sounds fucked up already. Who the fuck are you? So what? You had a drinking problem. What does that matter? Oh, did he have a problem with getting drunk and having rage-induced outbursts at the same time that his son developed suicidal feelings and decided to shoot himself? That might be relevant to the case, you dumb bitch.
A lot of the things that she said wasn't true.
She has to answer to God for that. And I don't want to be in her shoes.
Oh yeah, she has to answer to God for that, and I don't want to be in her shoes what she does. I hope nobody's in your shoes, and in fact, I hope that the truth of the reality that God doesn't exist is also true for you. Because if you meet God in your shoes, God's gonna kick your ass down a flight of
He's gonna
stairs
fucking kick you
straight
down
into the
to
depths
hell.
of fucking hell. Well, you'll have to listen to Judas Priest 24/7 because hell fucking rocks.
You recorded a forward verse, you sang in a forward direction,
That's correct.
and then it was intentionally reversed
Yes.
and placed
Yes.
on the album.
Yes, quite intentionally.
The admission by Robert Halford that they placed backwards material on albums is a great piece of evidence. They have denied that for 4 years.
Yeah, they denied the fact that they very obviously reversed an audio clip of him saying something at a very specific part of their song. Oh yeah, they definitely hid that by always saying that and only denying that they sang songs forward to be played backwards with a different message to fuck people over. You know how easy it is to turn something you say forwards backwards? It's incredibly easy. You know how easy it is to say something backwards? To say something forwards that you want people to find out you're going to hear backwards? Next to impossible and next to David Lynch Twin Peaks. You can't fucking even compare that evidence because it's fucking asinine.
But under oath, he admitted to it, and I think it's the turning point of this case.
Thanks, Ken.
I'll say this. A lot of people talk shit about the country now. I talk shit about the country now. But at least Little Nas X, Call Me By Your Name, is ending up in court for the suicide of some dumb prick-ass, dumbass kid. That shit was happening in the 90s on a wide level. It's ridiculous that this should have been allowed to be brought to court. That is fucking asinine.
Move on, carry on with our careers.
I agree with that.
Do what we do naturally.
In a case like
To a
this,
certain
it's always
extent. I
difficult
mean, the
because
country's really
you've
fucked
got
in a
the
weird
image
point
of heavy
like
metal against you.
But
He's had
it's
a lot
nice
of
not having people
bad
like.
things
Well,
from
there's
this
probably
for
someone
you.
so soon.
I know one thing I've
something
learned from this
that's
court
bullshit like
I hate
this.
to
I'm basically just saying, thank God this, we've, whatever section of the human psyche this belongs to, we've at least evolved.
True. Whole life after you've had a horrible experience like this.
Our favorite guy.
What's this guy's name?
James Vance, brother.
Look at
And
him.
Ray was like a brother. We weren't looking for an easy way out. We honestly thought there was something better.
Damn, this motherfucker was born in 1965?
I guess so.
The lyric line has religious implications that would arouse in anyone in our culture religious associations and feelings. For example, the line reads, "Thy kingdom come electric ecstasy." Well,
"Thy kingdom come electric ecstasy." That's a great song.
"Thy kingdom come" is part, I believe, of the Lord's Prayer. "Thy kingdom come on heaven and earth." And then they end very differently. I think that you have embodied in the phrase itself, in the lyric line, the very conflict, almost, that these young men were struggling with. Now, another example...
Jesus tracing a lot of that the cosmos. Songs like Epitaph and Dreamer and Dream Deceiver.
Okay.
Music was just beautiful.
Great music, great songs.
We would get power from it, and our emotions would just soar with the music, and then they'd go up and down and up and down, and it was like a drug, like a narcotic.
You actually felt something for the first time in your life instead of being forced to mask your emotions because your abusive parents were gaslighting you to never having a voice of your own. That's great. Judas Priest was the first thing that fucking made you feel something like that. That's awesome.
Shit. My dasher's nearby.
That's fine. You can go grab that shit in a hot second. First, I'm gonna show you this. This is a picture I've known since high school. Maybe we'll put it on the show someday. Maybe we won't because we don't want to get struck down.
Metal hero. Rip James.
Rip James, dude.
I mean, it wasn't just this third night. It was always like that.
He made sure I heard the words. And anytime there was a song that came out that was opposite of Christ, I don't remember who came out with the song 666.
The shirt on your fucking shoulder lines up with the wall behind you, you asshole.
Trying to hurt. He would tell me I was playing church. He'd say, "Oh, you're just putting a show on for people."
Obviously you are, because you're not acting by the words being preached to you, because you're treating your son like shit, you miserable pile of
He said it to me one time.
garbage.
I just said, if your mother was playing church and your mother wasn't busy praying for you, you would have died on December 23rd instead of living.
Oh yeah, because he's living such a great existence. You really helped him out by keeping him alive, by not letting him end his misery, you fucking piece of garbage.
Start another tour in America, and we look forward to sharing our...
And she's blaming him. You know, it's not the Lord's fault that you shot your fucking face off, because if it wasn't for the Lord, you wouldn't still be here sitting talking to me right now. He probably is tormented by the fact that he's sitting you talking to him. Every day that he was awake after he wasn't able to peacefully sunset himself that night and became more dependent on the person who caused him to have those feelings, he was probably more miserable than ever imagined. So you as a lady, you're definitely gone now. But wherever you are, I hope it's the 7th level of hell.
Damn, I'm gonna go get that shit.
Go get that shit.
Enjoyment and entertainment with millions of people around the world.
Ever since I was a kid, I always
I'll keep
dreamed about
ranting.
being a rock and roll star.
Shit.
I picture myself up there on the stage, you know, either being a singer or the guitar player, you know, looking out on the crowd with all these youth, you know, yelling and screaming at you.
I don't know
going
about
wild.
youth. That's a little
Personally, I
weird.
couldn't myself be in the spotlight like that.
That's the whole thing. Because I like to be the center of attention. I like to have power. I like to
This
control
guy's
things.
a fucking 12 days from Sunday, if you ask me.
I felt real close with Raven.
Do you know how he felt about you?
He felt real close to me.
I'm sure he did. You white ass motherfucker. And the woman's charging up for him. I'm sorry. Like, if you're getting abused by a dude, that's sympathy all the way. You have a teenage kid, your husband starts abusing the shit out of him, the court system shows up and you sit in the court system and defend him at the fucking, against your dead kid to try and win an argument to get money. You're the bottom of the barrel, lowest scum of humanity.
If I felt one of them had a spanking coming, I would tell them that they had a spanking coming, tell them, you know, they're going to get 3 licks with a belt or 5 or whatever it was, never more than 5, and then I'd have them go find me a belt.
I'm going Chomp City over here.
Having them go find the belt.
He's about to eat the shit out of some shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm talking about
He's
this
done
crap.
it before. I'm about to do it. I just wanted to make sure it's okay. Because going Chomp City is a little crazy sometimes.
It is, but there's...
I'm just eating some nuggets.
There's
It's
so
okay.
much to talk about that I'm gonna keep fucking going.
Woo! Oh, a whole ass coke in here. Holy shit.
Holy cock. They're taking guns out. You definitely shouldn't have guns as
They're taking their
kids.
dicks out.
They're taking their dicks out.
Could you imagine?
Belknap and Vance.
I would love it.
Even
That'd be
us.
hot.
I mean, it sounds like everybody that listens to heavy metal has been abused. Wrong.
Not
Well, that's what it
necessarily.
sounds like. That's what it comes across as. It's what it comes across as. I brought up in a perfect family.
To heavy metal.
My mom's a Sunday school teacher.
Everyone
Yeah,
you
I'm fucked
knew,
in the head.
you know
That's
who's
besides the
listening to
point.
heavy metal has been abused. Which to, sorry for you,
I went through a
buddy.
lot of problems like the Vance kid did. You know, my parents did everything they could do for me. My mom was totally against drugs and alcohol. My dad was a drug addict and alcoholic.
Damn.
I couldn't be around so-called normal people.
Smoking
because of the
cigarettes
way I
inside.
acted.
God damn, I
You know,
wish
so
we
they
could
would they
still
sent me off to
fucking
different
do that.
psychiatrists, to here, to there. The only thing they could come up with is that I was a hyperactive kid.
Damn straight.
Did you know, Mrs. Roberson?
Did you know?
That, Raymond told Mr. Vance and Mrs. Vance that his ambition in life was to be a professional murderer or hitman?
Holy
I
shit.
didn't know that.
Why would he tell them that?
They talked about taking automatic weapons, yes.
Oh,
And
God.
killing numbers of people.
Yes.
Why? What?
And you knew that was abnormal.
It was always after they had been listening to Judas Priest
Oh, yeah,
albums
I'm
in the
sure it
bedroom.
was. Judas Priest made me want to shoot a bunch of people in the fucking face.
You knew it was abnormal.
Maybe invest in therapy. Country of the USA, god damn it.
Yes.
In cross-examination, defense attorneys blamed the 2 deaths on a life filled with personal problems.
No shit.
Disagreement.
Good.
Yes. My question was...
Yeah,
when
look
your
at it,
son-
stare, weep, stare into the heart of darkness and realize that you're a fucking shitty parent and a goddamn terrible human being, you fucking piece of fucking filth.
James, angry and confused.
Yes, what child would you?
Phyllis Vance said her son worshiped these band members, and it's their music that counts.
I don't think you should get so defensive. You got defensive with James, you get defensive with me, you get defensive with the attorney.
Oh, shit.
When they're not really trying to cut you down.
What attorneys did I get defensive with?
She's getting defensive now!
All the attorneys that we've talked to since
Every
age
single
30,
one you fuck.
and a lot of different.
The dad's a weak piece of shit who hits the kids because he doesn't know what else to fucking do, and the wife has got him by the balls and is an even bigger piece of shit. Fuck this whole fucking family.
Conversations that we've had. You got defensive with the psychologist when we went down there
I'm talking about these motherfuckers.
talk about the problems that we was having with James.
The problems that we was having with
Because
James.
everybody keeps trying to blame
think-
everything on me, and it is not me.
That's
It's
what I'm
obviously
talking
you.
about. Everybody is down on poor little old
That's
me.
not, you're not being fair to me. You know, a lot of times
He's not being
people
fair to you. He's calling you out for the bullshit you're
everybody
speaking.
thinks I'm just supposed to sit there and take it.
You're supposed to account for your actions. You're not taking
tell me what
anything
I
except
felt.
responsibility, which is the only thing you're not taking. So fuck
When we
you.
went to the psychologist or psychiatrist.
She's
when
my
we went to
worst
see
enemy.
Tannenbaum, You felt that James and I both was against you, and you had to defend yourself.
How many sessions did you make it with us to Tannenbaum?
maybe 2, 3 at the most.
How come you didn't come back more?
Because he's the stepdad. He doesn't have as much stake in this kid's emotional life than you do.
That's fair.
This part is awesome.
The backward interpretation, which is, I asked for a peppermint, I asked for her to get one. In forward, stand by for exciter, salvation is his task. So what we'll hear first is, I asked for a peppermint, I asked for her to get one. I could literally see his mind clicking and bells and lights going off and thinking, they're right. It was great because when I put the ghetto blaster on the judge's bench, I had to sort of lean round and I was literally a foot away from the judge, you know, and it was an incredible feeling to be that close to the guy. Because when you're in court, you always see this guy in the back with his gown and he's very imposing and very dramatic. And it's amusing because I think of the judge like I guess the fans think of us, because the fans only think of us when they see us on stage, you know. What's he really like close up? Has he got feet and all this business? But he has got feet and he wears nice socks and, you know, pants and stuff. But to be close to him like that was a real experience. I got the distinct feeling that the judge was thinking, oh dear, you know, these guys are right. You know, I've been led to believe one thing when, like in all things, there are two sides to every story.
You and Raymond are very close because of all the
That
children.
seemed very rambly of a talk, but I get what he's saying. I mean, they did pull off something brilliant there. He literally went up and he's like, you guys are saying backwards, it sounds like this. Okay, well, here's a random part in one of my other songs where forward, it obviously doesn't mean anything. And backwards, I fucking came up with what it kind of sounds like, and you're going to hear it because I said it, even though that also means nothing. And he sits in front of the court and just trolls the shit out of him. He's like, hey, this shit is dumb as hell. Check this out. I can do it too. And then he does it. And they're like, oh, fuck.
Mother, the two of you have the same father, right?
Yes, we have the same father.
The other children have different fathers, right?
Yes.
Prior to this lawsuit being filed, you'd actually never heard of heavy metal, right?
Yes, I've heard of heavy metal.
That
You
wasn't
were
the
not
question.
a regular listener to heavy metal on either of the two occasions where you attempted suicide. Were you?
No.
Damn, so they're like, the music did it, the music did it. Ray has a sister who also attempted suicide multiple times, and she's never even heard of heavy metal in her life. Get fucked! Holy shit.
Seriously.
I've never seen It's the Parents' Fault more clearly in my goddamn life.
No kidding.
Like, holy shit. Fuck these parents. And fuck Raymond's mom. She's a goddamn lunatic. The quiet ones are always the ones you gotta watch out for. And Raymond's mom doesn't say shit. Even when she is talking. She didn't
Did you
even
ever
say
see
anything.
the records from New Frontier?
No, I didn't.
It says New Frontier Treatment Center evaluation.
Yes.
Indicates the questions asked of James Vance. Length of sobriety in the past 5 years, 2 weeks.
I
Damn.
believe that is incorrect.
You
He-
see what
bitch.
the check marks are? They're alcohol, barbiturates, amphetamines, marijuana, and hallucinogens.
I didn't fill out the report.
You see the
Okay, she's like, I don't think that's right. I think he's lying. I think he's lying. Why is he lying when he's talking to someone else like you, the only person who's outwardly expressed that he feels the need to lie to?
second question from the bottom. What is your favorite leisure time activity?
Yes.
The answer there is
I feel bad for this band who are just tossed up in this like fucked up family situation, and they're just getting like blamed for it, and it's obviously that they're just like abusive towards their children.
Dude, literally.
And they just have to sit there and be like, Jesus, like listen
Dude.
to this lady talk about all the shit that she does and act like it's not a problem.
Literally, Judas Priest has to take time out of their fucking careers to watch some fucking degenerate family shit happen before their very eyes. How do you go back to your normal life after witnessing that unrelated to you?
But it's like John Lennon and Paul McCartney going to court for fucking Charles Manson.
Literally, it's like, what the fuck am I witnessing?
Like, why are they there?
Yeah.
They have nothing to do with that.
Seriously. No, that's a good comparison. That's true.
Is it not?
Yes, that's the answer there.
It's not fishing or picnicking with the family?
Yeah, don't say
I refer you
anything.
to this next to the last page. James talks freely, seems sincere, but is very guarded in his answers. He couldn't think of anything good in his life.
That wasn't written by him, though.
Wasn't that the way your son felt in the summer that preceded the suicide attempt?
He hadn't expressed that to me.
He did tell you life sucks, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
And you knew he was unhappy at home, didn't you?
I don't understand why you're asking me about him being unhappy. What do you mean by unhappy?
It's pretty obvious what she's asking you. Is it your fault that he fucking did this shit because of your poor decisions and your failure at parenting? Newsflash, the answer is yes, and I hope you lived with that guilt until you fucking were looking up at an ivory tower in hell.
My question, Mrs. Vance, is a simple one. Your son, James Vance, was unhappy at home prior to his suicide attempt of December 23rd, 1985, wasn't he?
Damn. You gonna lie in court?
She's
I don't
thinking about
remember.
it. I don't remember. God, your failure to answer is an admission higher than the words describing your crimes ever could have been.
There was a dog barking over here, and I yelled at it to shut up.
Great.
Ray was catching his breath, and he was sitting right here. I could see him, but I couldn't see his eyes. He said he had the gun just clenched up to his throat, and he was talking with the gun just pressed up against his throat.
You already said that.
And he said, I sure fucked my life up.
You didn't actually. You had plenty of time to redo it until you shot yourself in the head, you
Blood
dumbass.
everywhere. And I picked up the shotgun. I had no doubt in my mind, no second thoughts. I knew I was going to shoot myself. I was afraid. I didn't want to die, but I was going to shoot myself.
Okay, one of these things is not like the other.
Yeah.
I was afraid. I knew I was going to die. I wanted to kill myself, but I didn't want to, but I was going to shoot myself. No, you wanted to.
Yeah.
Because of your parents. I don't know what kind of legal jargon has caused you to speak in this way, but grammatically and emotionally, it's incorrect, and your parents are burning in hell.
It was like I had no control over it, because I didn't want to die, and I shot myself.
No shit. This is a great song by Judas Priest right here. This is one of the stupidest parts about this whole lawsuit. Better by You, Better Than Me is what did it. There's other songs on this album that could have better been used as a fucking thing.
It wasn't even a song they wrote.
They didn't even write it. Here we go. The chorus is about to start fucking pounding. The recorded version is much better, because in the recorded version he goes, "Yeah, I left the world behind."
The one line they keep on patronizing, this world's not fit for living in. I agree with it. If there was some other place to go, would you like to go some other place besides here?
No.
No, just hear me out. Where there's no hate.
There's never gonna be no hate.
I know, I'm saying, but if there was a place like this.
But if ain't a word, really. If. See, that's what life's all about. If only I would have did this, if only I would have did that, you know, things would be different. But that ain't, you know, the way life is. You know? That's all past. Nothing can be changed there.
Truth, my brother. Damn. My guy dropping wisdom out here.
It took me months before I realized that he wasn't going to come home.
Okay, well, you kind of should have known that immediately. You're obviously insane, you chicken-headed bitch. You and him have the same haircut when he's 12. Like, what are you doing?
He's in heaven. The shooting, we don't talk about that. That's not a...
We just ignore reality and pretend like it doesn't exist, like crazy people who can't deal with the reality of the situation, which is why I can't deal with the reality of our own responsibility.
Help me not pay attention to the externals.
Help me ignore the externals. Great job, religion. You're really helping people cope with their problems when you're telling them to ignore them. Fuck you.
Fill me fresh. Fill me new. Fill me new.
Yeah, fill my ass with cum.
I yield myself to you today.
I yield myself. They say we're a highly dysfunctional family. We're a pathological family. James was
I think you are a highly dysfunctional family.
I think they're pathological too.
And,
you could say that.
I think they're
the reason
pathological
I probably
too.
don't show any emotions is because they're
I'd say
all
you could say
lies.
it
Why should
again.
I care what they think?
I think they're pathological too.
You could say that again.
The thing I appreciate about you, Phyllis,
I
is you
think they're
don't deceive
pathological
yourself.
too.
Yeah.
You've had some problems.
Mm-hmm.
But I think
In
that's
the
victory of
blue.
Christ, that even in problems, the Lord has never deserted you. He's never left
Who's
you.
this guy?
That even when you've
They're
had a mistake
fat-ass
in your life,
priests.
you've been able to cry out to Him.
No wonder he killed him.
Receive forgiveness. And go
Yeah,
on from
this
there.
guy should too.
And that's the strength of your wife.
Damn.
Well,
That's
I also
such a
believe that God
cheat.
knew what he was doing when he
In
made me
Minecraft.
James's mother.
In Minecraft.
Well, there's
In
certainly,
Minecraft.
There's certainly
I don't think it was a
scripture-
fluke.
No, the scripture says that even when we are being put together in our mother's womb, that He has already written all the days of our life.
This guy's struggling. He does not know what to say to this lady who has a son who just shot her.
Judas
And she claims it's because he listens to Judas Priest.
Yeah.
He's like, well, God wrote every day of our life. Like, that's what she wants to hear. Like, God's like sitting there like, yeah, and then he fucking listens to Judas Priest and kills himself. That's comforting.
That is comforting. I'm comforted.
Deceiver.
He's quoting lyrics from another one of their songs. 3 years after the shootings, James Vance hospitalized himself for depression. Oh, after the Judas Priest situation. I wonder why. What happened to James Vance, who was stuck with his parents for eternity?
Father, James is yours now. Our heart is comforted in that.
While under treatment, he died of a medication overdose. The cause is still unknown. At the time of this documentary, would later come out as he stole pills and overdosed on purpose, basically meaning he did commit suicide again and succeeded the second time. And this time, there was no Judas Priest. This time, it was only his parents to be around. And the parents are saying the reason he tried to do it the first time is not because of us. Okay, well, can you give us the reason why he did it and succeeded the second time when the only people he had to talk to in the whole goddamn world were you? Give me a reason for that. Convince me.
Oh, it's Judas Priest, man.
That's true. I'll tell you this too. When I was in high school and I was getting stoned and I watched this documentary randomly on YouTube in sophomore year, Stained Glass album by Judas Priest was my whole fucking world for like 10 months after that. That's all I listened to.
You've taken his pain away. You've released him into life everlasting.
He released himself from these
We commend
shitty
his
parents.
soul to our Maker in the confident hope of the coming again of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, the resurrection of the body from the grave, and the joyous life in the realms of glory. May the Lord bless you and keep you, and make his face to shine upon you. May the Lord be gracious
Sunglasses
to you,
ass
and give you
bitch,
peace,
like a
both now
reptilian
and
hiding
evermore.
from the American people, you shape-shifting cunt.
Amen.
Damn. True, though.
Truth. Judge Whitehead ruled that the subliminal duets and backwards phrases were an accidental combination of sounds. James and Ray's families are appealing his decision. Spoiler alert, they never won because it was ridiculous.
Why did you choose that song?
The reason I chose that song is because James Vance quoted it.
Did he? Oh, that's the first I've heard about that. I was standing by my window, neath the willow tree. Heard the, I can't even remember the damn things. Something about finding his peace of mind, into the cosmos, meeting up with somebody that knew all the answers and all these different kinds of solutions. Actually, it's about being took off by some kind of space, like an astral planing kind of thing. I didn't really perceive that as a really meaningful, deep lyric.
Damn.
Bam, and that's just it. It ends with, why did you call it this, by the way, after this song? Well, he named that song. Oh, really? Well, that song's actually about, well, I guess it's kind of, at the time I was kind of thinking about, I don't know, I guess I just never really thought about it that hard. And the guy supposedly killed himself over it.
Wow.
Yeah, no wonder they lost their fucking court case. This is what documentaries and news programs are fucking missing nowadays. What do they do nowadays? They edit it and make it seem a certain way, or they go for a point that the general American public already agrees with, and then it's like, we're waiting for that to happen, but we're not shocked. We don't learn anything from that. From this, every 2 seconds, we're learning more and more about how ridiculous this shit is, and that, at the very end, is that all of this, it goes to demonstrate the uselessness of this court case, is that they talk to the singer about one of the main songs the guy referenced, like the second song, he was like, that's why we shot ourselves. And he goes, oh, that one. He has to remember that they even fucking wrote that one, basically.
Like, oh, wait, what one? Oh, that one. Yeah, I guess I kind of remember making that one.
Yeah, and he's like, the lyric doesn't really mean anything, I guess. And this is, I mean, that just goes to show the whole pointlessness of it. It just goes to show you, It's like the episode of Walking Dead where Beth gets shot in the head. It just goes to show you that sometimes fucking horrific, traumatic shit happens for no goddamn reason. And I think
true.
I think that's it for tonight's episode of the Messed Up
Let's
Podcast.
call it. Good God.
We're calling this goddamn bitch. We had a good time. We had fun. We'll see you next time for maybe Messed Up Theater.